Okay. Hello, everyone. Thranxes here. Welcome to the stream for Oxygen Not Included. I'm just reading your comment, Justin. The updates are awful. You can take a break. Oh, thanks. Thanks for that. No, that was the plan. Was to give it a break, and here we're in the middle of starvation where we last left off. Let's unpause it. Try to get this food situation sorted out. Oh, you're quite welcome, Anon. I do enjoy it. Oh, but we've got this insane mess here, um, which is a little frustrating because we need the polluted water actually to go over to here. So we're gonna have to reroute some of it, I imagine. Hey, Solbeck, Cameron C. Hi, welcome to the stream. Oh, meal ice takes dirt now. Oh, yeah. Well, they didn't like how everybody was just making the meal ice and focusing on that, you know. So speaking of, I actually think that this section here is in a really good place to switch over to bristleberries, as it's too warm for sleet wheat now, and in fact doesn't have any oxygen, as we have some serious hydrogen backup issues. Oh, yes we do. Things are a bit of a mess. Hi, Costas Ant. Welcome to the stream. Uh, we've got some issues. We definitely have some issues to straighten out. There are. There are. Okay, so once this plant here gets uprooted, well, hopefully we'll be soon. We have some serious starvation going. We're going to need more microbe mushers, I feel, for the time being. So let's do some of that. We might as well at this point. Get our wires set up over there. I had heard, I had seen some of the updates just in little snippets of occupations and stuff. Seems somewhat interesting, but I've heard, yeah, 5 to 23. That's perfect for this. Oxygen, water. This is perfect. So we'll just copy these settings all the way through here. But I haven't looked at the update in any great... Oh, that's not going to work. We're going to have to uproot all of these. Maybe I can copy those settings. Nope. So we're going to have to uproot them all individually. That's a little awkward. Let's just start with a row, maybe. A row up here. Probably work. It's got to be an easier way to do that. That's painful. We got conveyor belts, but biomes are still tiny, and the job page got really messed up. Well, that's part of the process of early access, obviously, is that there's going to be a lot of change it to this way, change it to that way, tinkering, balancing, trying to get everything figured out. Generally, though, it doesn't surprise me they added a requirement for the meal ice, because generally anytime that you stick with one, anytime a game that gives you lots of options kind of forces you and pigeonholes you into one specific choice just because it's the most efficient and sustainable, then obviously there's an imbalance issue. Still no fish. There's the steam turbine, which is pretty powerful at the moment. That sounds kind of cool. More power. I don't really seem to have an issue with power, though. Really, the food is what I'm struggling to maintain, and really just because I wanted to get to some good food. Yeah, starvation times 4. We really need to get some food cooked. Hopefully all these plants will be uprooted here. We'll be able to switch all of these to, what is your issue? Illumination, because you require light, right? Is that it? Oh, duplicants have died. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Who perished? Who did we lose? I should have known this was going to be an issue. Here, we can just go up here to the little grave plot we made. Here, let's slow the game down. We absolutely need more mush bars. I should have clicked on it to see who died, and instead I dismissed it. And now I really wish I had not. But what we can do is we can just prioritize. We'll just prioritize these. And trust it'll get taken care of, and then we'll go read it later while I focus on getting these mush bars going. Steam power requires plastic and refined metals. Yeah, but if it's really powerful, I mean, that kind of makes sense. This needs to be built, though. Like now. And this should be running constantly. Why is nobody working there? Oh, because they're cooking sleet wheat. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. Oh, yeah, look. We have starvation, but we have 5,000 calories of frost buns. Nobody should be starving now. Come on. Requires illumination. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at what our options are for this. Because I don't think I allowed for illumination, really. Not without, let's see, we could do here and here. That one's not going to be illuminated. As early as all get out, Dallin. I know, but some people were, in the last stream, some people were, you know, they were only able to pop in and then they had to go right to bed, so we're just trying something new, a little early. Yeah, see? Nate and Nader finally gonna get to see one of my live streams. Yeah, see, I was mixing it up, trying to let other people have a chance to jump in. Costas Ant, I like the new update. It has more things to mess with. And berries are the best right now. It seems that way. It seems that way. It's going to be easier to keep the temperature where it is, but the illumination is going to be a bit of an issue. I could move this ladder and bump that lamp over. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's actually change that. We're going to step the ladder... We're going to actually step the ladder up this way. And then we'll move the light over there, and then they'll at least have illumination. Okay, so some of the starvation is getting taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and speed things up. We are making frost buns. A little bit here and a little bit there. We can deconstruct this. Okay, how about just deconstruct that, please? And then we'll get an airflow tile here. There we go. And a ladder there. Still struggling with that starvation. Hopefully we'll get it. I saved the easiest achievement for last and banished one with nature. Nice. Hey, Gigi. Welcome to the stream. Now I'm talking to myself when I'm watching a recorded stream. Well, that's good. That just means you're involved, right, Nader? You're engaged. That's good. Okay, we have 2 microbe mushers going now. Hopefully that'll help buy us some time to transition. Still requires illumination. Well, let's get some wires going this way then. Do we have a circuit that's got power on it? That's 2,000, 2,000. Yeah, these are all these circuits are pretty much tapped. We could run... this one's using 960. How much do these lights even use? I've never even used these lights on any consistent basis. 5 watts. So to run 4 of them, it's temporary. Temporary at best. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll do another transformer right over here, actually. Just like that. Should fix our problem. So then we'll run, let's see, heavy watt wire over to here. And we'll run this wire up and over. Bridge it across. And then this is where it's going to get interesting. Yep, up here. Just run it across like this, and we'll have lights. All right. I'm interested in the new upgrade preview. Seems interesting. It's as bad as tubes. Could you do water farm with natural gas generators? You could. I mean, you could wire these up to, like, filter the water into clean water. You absolutely could do that. Really, Justin? You think they're just cramming in junk upgrades? I don't know. I think an overhaul of the job system was probably needed. Now, I haven't tested it, so I can't speak as to whether or not, they got it right. But I think they're on the right track. The jobs page is already a little tricky to manage. It's not impossible, but who did we lose? Clone of snakes. Oh, clone of a clone. Well, we've got to bring snakes back. Who do we have? We don't have any super good choices, though. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Sure. Why not? Although, digging construction... No, we'll have to go this road. The athletics can be trained up. Clone of snakes. Duplicant. Yeah, duplicant, that's fine. We'll give everybody 2 shots, but I'm gonna have to say if your clone of your duplicant dies, then somebody else is just gonna have to take your spot. Yes, Anon E-Mouse, you can be the next duplicant because we need to get back up to 30. So I will write your name down, and you will be duplicant number 30. Hopefully you will live a good long time in my colony. Although I got a little squirrely with the food, trying to make things better. I'm sure if everyone had the choice between going without food or just eating meal ice, they would pick eating meal ice. But here, let's get these prioritized a little bit here. Please and thank you. Start growing this stuff here. All of this prioritized and that. Perfect. Okay. I'm glad they changed up the farming system, though, and the jobs now add an extra bit of stages to the game. Yeah, Costas Ant, you are still alive. The weaknesses can't be overcome now, Thranxes. The jobs give boosts. Doing other stuff doesn't boost your dupes. Huh. Well, that sort of sounds like it can be overcome if you, Oh, this whole area is just a mess. This is way too hot for meal ice down here. I don't know what I was thinking. This whole area would have to be cooled. We'd have to dig all of this stone out and try to get the temperature down over here. So if you can, if the jobs give you boosts, can't you just assign somebody a job that you want them to get good at, and then they'll eventually get their stats up there? Isn't that kind of how it works? No clone of snakes duplicant. Get out of there. So slow with that low athletics. There you go. Catch your breath. You can take the tube back. Go ahead and take the tube. Woof. There you go. All right. Who doesn't have a snazzy suit? Somebody lost a snazzy suit. Oh, yeah. Probably we lost quite a few. People have been dropping like flies. The game becomes slower, yes, but I feel that's kind of what the normal speed should have been. Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense, because otherwise it's just a race to research everything, and then you have the ability to make all this endgame stuff, and then you're just trying to, sprawl out as fast as you can. So I think slowing the game down, the cycles seem faster. Interesting. Let's reroute some of this polluted polluted water, because we're still struggling here. No, this... Yeah, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing the best we can with the polluted water, because now we're starting to use it now that all these plants are growing. Once we get this polluted water off of them, their temperature will straighten out. It would be really nice if I had a door here and they could come through. You know what? Let's do that. That way duplicants can pass through the dining facility to get to the other side. And I don't know why this one is a mechanized airlock. That can be deconstructed. We might as well just start allowing the oxygen flow here. Whoa. How are we hurting for... Oh, because this is kind of going in both directions. Yeah. Alright, that's okay. We're supplementing the oxygen. It should catch up. Doesn't seem like it, though, does it? The air is incredibly thin over here. It's because all of that oxygen is going in that direction. Interesting. This is going to have to be changed up. As a dupe does a job, he gets better at that job. The opposite of the original. Not looking for problems, I just want my fish. Should have written down what I wanted to tell you from the last one. Oh, sorry, Nader. GG, like in this update, the only stages are get research done as fast as possible, then you can build almost everything in the game, and then you just need plastic, then the game is pretty much over. Exactly. I think that the duplicants need emotions. I agree, YT Terror. I would like to see a social aspect added to the game. I feel like it's got all these survival aspects, but I feel like the duplicants should have more social interactions and emotions. If they had emotions, they'd probably kill themselves. Well, I think it depends on how your how your colony is run, you know, amidst the starvation. I could see where that would be the case, maybe. Let's straighten out this oxygen here, though. This is not how I want this to work. So I'm thinking we'll do something like this. And then something like this. Oh, clone of snakes duplicant. Go ahead and get to your air there. We'll just do that. And then hopefully we'll get this pipe going the other direction, so then this pipe will be augmenting the one it's supposed to augment instead of just going every other one, which is what it's doing. I don't want that. And this needs to go every other one. This one needs to just filter this direction. So we're going to get this straightened out. It's super amusing when they're super stressed and some of them just run with like a broken neck down, making them more like normal humans. Yeah. If we could explore massive biomes and had enemies trying to chew our base apart, that would be fun. I think that would be fun, having like things that come trying to like chew through the walls and you have to like, you know, respond and have people defend. That would be cool. I would like that. But I feel like without the emotions, it's just more of the same, you know. It's more of these little humanoid automatons. You know what I'm saying? Automatons. There we go. I'll get it. Then they, you know, they have emotions. They do have the stressful crying and the binge eating and such, but that's just, I mean, that's just your stress response. That's not necessarily the same. There we go. All right, so we'll set this to, let's say, 500. And this one as well. 500. Should be straightened out. A reason for the tubes. Yeah, massive biomes would legitimize the tubes significantly. All those mechanics you're talking about in RimWorld, which I loved playing. Yes, Andy Hack, actually, when the next update drops for Oxygen Not Included, I'll be doing, my next streams will be RimWorld. I'm going to be trying to jump into RimWorld. I've been watching it for a long time. I've really wanted to play the game, and I've sort of been intimidated by it, but that's going to be my next stream. Is actually to do RimWorld instead of Oxygen Not Included, to give, and not that I do like Oxygen Not Included, but I want to give them a little bit of a break. The updates are coming so fast and furious, and I've been playing it for so long, I'm trying to throttle back. I want to let them get a little closer to a finished product. I feel like I'm on a yo-yo, you know, the game is just changing so much rapidly, and it's tough to keep up. So I want to give them a little bit to stabilize and play something different and new, where we can also involve people. And yeah, see, so that'll be my next stream. I don't know if this is going to be the last stream of the Oxygen Not Included series. I haven't looked at when the update was going to drop. Subnautica will be coming out to replace Worlds Adrift. Now, I was tempted to start Subnautica right away, but Worlds Adrift is still like pending a wipe, and I didn't want to end that series prematurely because the longer that the wipe is pushed back, the stronger chance I have of actually getting through the sand wall. Really, Justin? You don't think it's changing in good ways? You think it's taken a different direction? See, if you had your way, it would have just been, the whole mission would have been to turn the asteroid into a jungle, right? Isn't that what you wanted? Just turn the asteroid into a jungle biome, the whole thing. I think that would be cool. All right, we're starting to fix our air problem. Finally. Whew. All that carbon dioxide was starting to creep up there. Okay, so the air problem is fixed, which is good. This air problem is fixed. Sort of. We're still not getting that much oxygen here. No, we are. It's just taking time to catch up. It's got to catch up. It had to refill this, and then this is going to have to back up, and then it'll go up there and refill that. All these other ones are pretty maxed out for the most part. But this one should be feeding both. Right, so this one also needs a change. Okay. So we're just running into a few issues with our gas valves when they're not maxed out. Not the end of the world, but something that's going to need to be straightened out. Just do that. There we go. All right, so we'll get that straightened out. No, I wanted to fight a jungle that wanted to eat me. Oh, what I've been enjoying in this update was new challenge maps where people would share worlds they made, like the tube challenge and the hard-boiled challenge. Oh. Challenge maps. Interesting. I like the way the tube just spits people out right into the ladder. I had looked at some of the challenge maps. I had looked at a few of them, but I thought, like, I'm still trying to get the core mechanics down to have a proper setup where everybody's, you know, eating good food and sleeping in good quarters. Because I feel like managing food is incredibly difficult. Brings more of a challenge than just surviving. I can absolutely understand that when you need a bigger challenge. So we got 8 learning and 4 strength. Mouth breather though. No, we got to go with that strength though. And Nani Mouse. Welcome to the colony. Grab yourself a bed here at the training facility. And don't do the challenge maps. You're too good for them. I wasn't actually intrigued by the challenge maps. I saw them, but I thought, you know, there's just, I don't know. It just didn't appeal to me. A lot of like I can't always articulate what makes something good, but I know something good when I see it. And so if something doesn't jump out at me or call to me, I generally don't overanalyze it. I just let it go. Yeah, I imagine some of them are super difficult. Whenever you have player-created stuff, though, you can always end up in a situation where things are, you know, borderline impossible, or they're made with like a very specific strategy in mind. Just fill a map with germs. Right, that's what I was gonna say, Gigi. Is it's for people who have already maxed out their skill and they need that extra challenge, right? Because I feel like I've had some success, but I don't feel like I've had a world that I was so dialed in on that I was like, well, there's no better way to do it than this. As you can see, I'm still, you know, starving my duplicants out and such. Okay, we don't have any power here yet, which is frustrating, because we should... Oh, I never put the wire bridge, and we need a battery. Okay, alright. I'm starting to see what my issue was here. Battery. And then a wire bridge. And then we'll just connect this, and we'll just make that a priority 9 so it gets done quickly. And we don't even have enough seeds to fill in all these, so there's no sense in breaking all of these yet. Illumination is the only thing holding them back, though, once we can get these lights set up. I'm going to try to make them out of gold. And let's see, we'll get this power going here. Come on. There you go, we'll start making bristleberries. Yeah, they need to update every 6 months instead of 6 weeks. Well, as much as some people wouldn't like that, I think that would be better for, but then, they want to get to a finished product, especially when they're changing up some of the core concepts of the game, like the way food works. Yeah, 6 months might be a little long. Can you imagine waiting 6 months and then getting tubes? Being like, all right, there you go, that was 6 months. No, I do wish they would wait more, but I get, the more rapid the updates come out, the more they're going to keep everyone's interest. And I think that's really what it's about, is making sure that people aren't waiting forever for a finished product. They want to get the game into full release, you know, not too long. They want to get it there pretty quick. Just feeding everybody mush bars for now. And we're still struggling to equalize our oxygen back out. I mean, it's getting there, but it's going to take time. A lot of our pipes were jammed up with the hydrogen. Thranxes, what was your favorite update? My favorite update was probably the oil update, mostly because it kind of added this whole new biome, and even though the biome was mostly about oil, I liked a lot of the ideas with plastic. I liked the infrastructure of setting up polymer presses and all of that stuff. 6 months is too long of a wait. It would starve people of new content and make people bored of the game, but 3 months would be good. Yeah, I can see that. Food poisoning, germs. No, the germ update was bittersweet for me. The thermal update was probably my second favorite, but I did really like the oil update. The agricultural update. Yeah. I mean, that one was good too. I felt like that was the right direction, but they're still tweaking and finessing how these plants work. There's the starvation. We have food. Yeah, none of this stuff down here is going to have a chance of growing because of how hot it is, unless all of this hot material is dug out and this area is cooled somehow. But we can start digging all of this hot stone up, I suppose. All this hot phosphorite and such. Plus, it'll give people something to do, Nobody will be idle. That's not good. Nobody wants idle hands. I have a feeling somebody's going to end up in a bad situation here doing all this digging, though. Agricultural was the downfall? Really? Why? Because they made growing plants more difficult? I mean, I guess I could see where that limited. I mean, I don't know. I liked having the large base with, approaching 100 duplicants, but I don't think that was how they intended. That really just became a management nightmare. And especially if this game was to take a direction of social aspects like it does in RimWorld, then, you would want a smaller, more intimate colony than a large one. But maybe the jobs panel is a way to get them to work more efficiently, so you don't need as many duplicants. Because I feel like if you could tweak out their inefficiencies, then they would be good. Silas Slays. I do have mush bars going at a priority 9 right now. About as good as I can do it. There's some sleetweed in here that will be harvested at some point. I'm mostly trying to get these bristleberries body temperature 5 to 23. Is it just below 5 degrees? Here, let's deconstruct these. And we'll move these down here where the sleetweed is. Irrigation. Not getting irrigation? Hold up. Oh, it's not. Oh, because this is stopped. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll go. We need that. We need that to go. We need that water. I liked the agricultural where you had to manage your food more and you felt more accomplished when you successfully did it. I kind of agree with GG. I like micromanaging the food. It's more of an achievement and an accomplishment when you actually do it. If they want social, they should allow multiplayer and see how much fun things can be. No, yeah, no. I don't think that's even a good idea at all in the slightest. Let's see. Oh, I don't need every one. We'll do every other one. I don't like that sound. I'm gonna wait and see. Okay. Oh, it's Thranxes. Right. It's me. Oh no. There you go. Now you're free. Go on. I think we control 3 troops on a map, and Thranx control 3 would be fun. Still suffocating. Trying to breathe. Okay. Alright, I've got some air. Justin's clone's duplicant. Alright. We've got lights. We've sort of fixed the body temperature because it's still really cold here in the middle. Once that water starts going through and warming up, though... Yep, there it goes. That water is 40 degrees. Oof. Awaiting fuel, hydrogen. Right. Alright, we're going to repurpose the hydrogen now over here, and hopefully not forget about it. Let's see, like in Thermal, there wasn't much of a challenge once you figured out the game, though this was super early in development. Agricultural added the perfect amount of challenge, in my opinion. What would make it fun would have people start all over the map and expand, then when you found another base, you could invade the base. Oh my. That would significantly change the kind of game this is. Not just multiplayer, but competitive multiplayer, invading bases and such. Yikes. That's a little scary. This thing stopped running. Can we get the hydrogen going in that direction, please? And thank you. This area, we stopped the plastic production. Manage your base. Fight an ally with people. The map would have to be huge. Like, you would have to have a massive map. And what if somebody just tubed right over to your base? And all of a sudden they had a whole army just coming in on an express tube. No, this is the wrong way. It needs to be activated if it's above 10C. Yeah. Alright, we'll start cooling the stuff down. Nader. Oh, I remember something I wanted to tell you. Where Sleet Wheat is to the far left, the ice under it is linking all the way to storage. You should put a door there. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Probably a good call, actually. Here, we'll just do a mechanical airlock. That way we'll get all that water. That way it's not all falling down there. I see what you were saying. Pinch of pepper plants are still struggling to get enough polluted water. And that's mostly because our natural gas generators are struggling to keep this area full of water. Even though because of that challenge, Cly got ripped by newer players, so that's why they've been hesitant with adding challenges to life needs. Oh, no problem, Nader. Thank you for the tip. That's probably a pretty good call there, just to stop that water from going in that direction. All right, we're irrigated. Temperature's good. Temperature's actually fairly warm up here now. Got to keep it under 23. Yeah, body temperature. It's starting to get too warm now because of that warm water. Hopefully we'll start cooling that water off. Hopefully. We'll see. It's going to take some time for the temperature to regulate. Life needs like food, oxygen, CO2 removal. Germs isn't super life-threatening to new players. I feel like it was. It was, like, horrible. I had people catching slime lung non-stop. You know, they would... Well, and I think, though, that might have been not by design, though. There were little pockets and bugs where the slime lung would explode its population up to, you know, really high amounts. And then all it would take is a duplicant walking through there for a second. and they would catch slime lung instantly. So this area is not going to cool off anytime soon. This is not a viable food option. We're going to be making mush bars for a little bit. And now we've got too warm over there because of the water. Probably just put the Weezeworts right back where they were. Yeah, okay, sounds good. We'll just put the Weezeworts right back where they were. Life needs would be like games to play, having pets, and making lights to see by. I do agree that I wish the lights were more usable, but because heat is such a challenge to overcome, like everything gets hot and getting stuff colder is difficult, the lights sort of like, you don't want to use lights, they're just going to heat everything up. Yeah, they did. They fixed it with oil. Darkness would be a great challenge. Yeah, I suppose it would be. Get those planted. Hopefully cool this area off a little bit. It's super warm from all this water. Once this water backs up though, and the pump isn't just sucking it up as fast as it can, we'll be able to start cooling this area a little bit more. Sniper. Okay. Yeah, make lights more important. I do agree with that, but they have to balance the heat somehow. And I get that they've added all these little things to help try to control temperature, but really, temperature is like the slow bomb that just builds up over time, and then like eventually everything's just too hot. Even my little ice biome here, you know, it's hard keeping it, once you start moving stuff into it, it's hard keeping everything warm. Oh, look at this up here. And it's from these lights. Yeah. It's heating up all this, because even down here, the warm water isn't messing up the plants too bad. Oh, I guess it is. 6.9, 4.8, 4.9 is what it's trying to be, minus 55 to 5. Some of these will grow. Add a debuff if the dupe was in the dark for too long. Yeah. That would work. If they were depressed, or maybe they would trip. See, that would be annoying, though, if they were always tripping and stumbling. Alright, this is going to be for our liquefiables here. Waiting for that to be done. So we can hopefully get our liquefiables swept up. We're getting a little bit ahead on the irrigation here. We're starting to make progress. Slow but steady. Or they just go blind after so many cycles. If you don't use your eyesight, you lose it. Glow bugs and lights able to be placed up on or on sides. I do wish you could catch a glow bug and then transport it somewhere like you can with the other animals. Instead of just... Oh, GG. Sorry about that. Let's get you some food. Starvation already. Hopefully we won't have any more polluted water hanging out in here now that we've got our liquefiable storage up. Or they should add electric fans. Yes. Yes, but the fan would have to put off heat, or else anytime you find something, for example, like Weezeworts and even this anti-entropy thermonullifier, if they eat heat, if they actually make heat disappear without creating their own heat, they become the go-to for what you need to do. And because of that, it would just become like electric fans everywhere. It's all everybody would use. They would go all over the place. What they really need to do is... I honestly think they need to make the air conditioning vents more viable. And the way that I would imagine they should do this is that you can set them to how much you want them to cool within reason what's inside the pipes. Like if you could build one AC unit for a pipe and then tell that AC unit, I want this pipe cooled down to 10C, and have that one AC unit be able to handle that, then it would be more viable, because then you could build AC units on various pipes depending on where you wanted the temperature to go, and then you could have your AC units mitigated with their own temperature issue. Heat is is the one problem new players never do anything about because Cly hasn't made it such a problem since the thermal upgrade of ventilation system. I mean, it still is a problem a little bit with as it pertains to food. I mean, a lot of these plants have very specific temperatures that you have to manage, as I'm actually running into right here. Trying to cool it down a little bit. When water gets cold, it'll help. Speaking of water, how are we doing? Are we actually backed up yet? We're getting there. We're getting there. It's going to take time. Everybody's picking up all these liquefiables, which is good finally. I've been waiting to get all this polluted ice and stuff up. But this starvation really has me concerned. Do we have people making mush bars? We have no water. Okay. Well, there's a quick and easy fix for that, right? Let's get our pitcher pump put in over here just as fast as we can. This is a top priority right now. Needs to be deconstructed, please. I'm so glad I looked over at those microbe mushers. This is also a top priority. A fan isn't too useful in a room. It would need a tunnel or a shaft to help move air around. Yeah. Using tubes to pump hot air to new rooms that could cool it off, then pump it back. Remember when coal generators overheated in like 2 seconds, but now you can run batteries without any cooling indefinitely? Oh, yeah. That's... GG! Oh. I'm sorry, friend. You're now going to have a clone. You're going to have a clone. We have serious... Oh! Queen Orisa. Oh, my. Things aren't looking good. We need to get this pitcher pump made, like, now, so that we can start putting water. Okay. Now, let's get these microbe mushers going immediately, please. Super fast. Let's get some water going over there, please. Oh, look at this area. Oh, Roy's just... This is just an utter... Oh, my goodness. Let's slow things down for a minute. Let's think about what our options are. We have... Sleet wheat maybe on the map we could dig up. I feel like I got most of it. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Can I join the base now? Yeah. Trying to think of what we can do, actually. We do have a cascade failure sort of happening. We have a good bit of food. The good news is, as the population goes down, our food needs will also go down. Just trying to think of what we can do here. Here, let's make sure all of these are on frost buns. None of them are on pepper bread, which they are. Maybe there's sleet wheat here we could get. There's sleet wheat here we could get. All of that's just a temporary fix, though. Trying to think of how to is running this like North Korea. They're all stifled because the temperature is just barely above 5°C in here. So what we need is more Wheezeworts, actually. That's what we need to do. So let's repurpose all the Wheezeworts we can. We'll repurpose this one. Actually, no. I don't need to destroy this. All we need to do is uproot this. Uproot. 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 Alright, let's run it at double speed. We need to get every Wheezewort we can and try to cool that room down. That's what we have to do. Thranxes dupe is the only one with food. Shh. I put a separate little food storage in my private room, right? That has permissions for one person. Oh, the bristle blossoms, they're just not growing fast enough. And we got suffocation. That's okay. That'll get straightened out. No, we need to make mush bars like right now. Oh, Bad Boys Gaming. No. Yeah. So this is probably one of my worst ones, I guess. But it's because I got so I got so ad hoc just trying to throw stuff together. Thanks, Jong-un. 6 cycles for the berry. The piping to insulated piping would probably help. I think the piping in here is abyssalite, though, honestly. So the temperature problem with the water is that it's heating up the hydroponic farm tiles that contain the water. That's the problem we're running into. All right, let's... Justin's clones duplicant. Oh, we're going to need more. Usually starvation isn't so fast. Yeah, I'm not... it does seem a little quick. I felt like I had a cycle or two. We're going to need a lot more tasteful memorials. That's just how this goes, I'm afraid. Depends if they've eaten today. Can we get... Okay, let's make sure these mush bars are going, please. There is no reason why 2 mush bar machines shouldn't be going constantly. Dallin 9, what are you doing? You have... Oh, deliver. No delivery. Oh, that's what's getting us. No delivery. No delivery. All my cooks need to cook now. How much food does one microbe musher provide? Is it like 10 duplicants? I'm not sure, but I know they have to be worked constantly. I do know that. So we need to get people on here actually making this happen. This is going to be bad, though. All our graves say, "I'll be back. I can see the light one day." Why do you have no picture in this chat? I don't know. Maybe your icon is a white square? No, I don't know. That is kind of interesting, though. Yeah, life expectancy's not looking so good. I don't know. Maybe you've eaten. Isn't there a way we can control? Let's see. Vitals, calories eaten today. Oof, not a lot of people have eaten today at all. I thought there was a way I could tell them how much I wanted them to eat. I suppose not. All I get on the consumables, expectations, stress. Yeah, okay. Alright. Can I be the next duplicant? Well, we're definitely going to have room for duplicants once we get once we get this food situation taken out. Yeah, pretty sure you just made your icon white. That's what I figured. Each dupe needs 1,000 calories a day. Well. Oh, Dallin 9. I'm so sorry. Why is nobody working on these microbe mushers? It better be because they're cooking sleet wheat. We're just not cooling this place off at all either. Hopefully the water will start cooling off now. I don't know. It doesn't look good. the job, but also priority. That's what we need to do, is we need to look around for any priority 9s that are stealing the attention. Yeah, like these should all be 8s. Although I don't think those, I don't know, maybe those are stealing attention now just because there's so many. It's 8s, 8s. I don't, flower pots can stay a 9, that's not a big deal. These aren't even growing, that doesn't matter. 7s. Yeah. That would be another 10 dead. I know. Standards are all at 0. Oh, Anonymous, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Well, I'd like to think we're going to take it back. But without people working these microbe mushers, you know what? It might be because cooks are starting to die. So let's say that we're gonna move a lot of people over to pure cooking now. All right, we still have 3 cooks. 22 watching, 6 likes. It's all good. Unreachable food notification. Huh. Yeah, it's probably like a single piece of something just out of reach somewhere. New duplicates are available. Dare I bring somebody else into this mess? I've gone dumb. Thanks. Can I be one of your characters when you play RimWorld? I prefer to live in RimWorld than this dangerous gas and suffering. RimWorld can be pretty dangerous too. I guess we're just gonna watch. I guess we're just gonna watch more death. Oh, see, I wanted to join everyone. I couldn't let everyone else die and I not join them. Maybe you'll have a less chance to starve. I don't want to live in this world anymore. It's going to get worse before it gets better, I fear. Yep, Blue Rose. Oh, I'm so disappointed in myself. Doing the best I can. Let's see, we're trying to pull it back. Some people are going to live. Some people have eaten today. Some people are going to live. Not everybody, though. Not everybody. Clone Farmer. Oh, Bristle Blossom's ready for harvest. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. To make a stuffed berry. Oh no, we don't. What do we not? We do have 32. Does this not give? Oh, it takes 2 of them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi Blue Rose. Sorry. Welcome to the stream. Sorry you had to come in and see it like this. Oh, Wild Rage. Look who's back. Back again. This is oxygen not included. Only those who give praise to our glorious leader will live today. Oh, maybe even then. Clone of Shaza. It's going to get much worse before it gets better. We still have 3 cooks, so there's hope. We just have to get all 3 cooks over here actually cooking and making food. We're down to 8 starvation, but that's still 50%. Oh, Neum. Costas Ant. I'm sorry, Costas. Food not included today. Oh my goodness, Molly McSim. Is there a way I can prioritize the cooks to get food? Because they need to get food before anyone else. There, I've done that. That's all hail our Lord and Savior Thranxes. Oh, I'm at work, so I'm sorry. I'll have to leave and come back and leave and come back. It's okay, Blue Rose. I'm sorry. This stream is earlier today. There's a higher chance of starving in this game than don't starve. Yeah, it is a cascade failure. Is the consumable tab messed up? It seems to be working, but it's not letting me. I thought I could control who ate what so that I could just make it so that people only ate their 1K calorie that day, but it doesn't look like I can do that anymore. Don Jordan. Cascade, fail your progress. I don't think everyone's going to die. The starvation numbers are going down. We haven't lost our cooks yet. Our cooks, because they're so close to the food. Oh, Neum. No, Neum was a cook, actually. Oh no, we still have 3 cooks. Okay, Solbeck, Tony Blanc, Calistrea, you guys are going to ensure the survival of this colony. Any more deaths? Yes. Yes, yes, Blue Rose. There have been a lot more deaths. What we need is for this to be on the main power line. That's what we need. So let's just do that. We'll switch over to conductive wire. And we'll just put these on the main power line so that they always have power. Always. Uh, 12 dupes from 20 to 30, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I accidentally deleted your message, YT Terror. I meant to click on it, and I'm sorry. No, the whole colony, shouldn't die. Cooks eat free, all others take your chances. If this doesn't get fixed, though, where is everybody? So everybody's doing a bunch of work now that I'm guessing is not important. Oh, they're making tasteful memorials. Well, see, really we need to cook first and memorials later, to be totally honest. So let's do that. No, we can print more duplicants. I'm not worried about that. Oh, sleet wheat. Harvest this. That's food. And we have bristleberries. So we should be able to cook. Oh, Sostus. We need this done over here. So that people can make my mush. Okay, we're gonna have to free up. We're gonna have to free up our cooks to do other stuff. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. And somebody mentioned in the comments I should have wired this up to the main power right off the bat, and take care of the living before you take care of the dead. In the new update, death isn't permanent. They can be revived in 2 minutes. Even from starvation, they can be revived. Oh, these are 9s. What have I done? That was so silly. Goodness, those were 9s. That's not good at all. These should be 9s. Let's make these 9s. Find out after these messages. I don't think everyone's gonna die. And you can tell by the squeak in my voice that I'm that's it's not a guarantee. Oh, we are cooking again though. Thank goodness. I don't know if they build these conductive wires over top of the other ones or not. It doesn't look like they do though. But we can delete the old wires, that much I know. Once we get enough food out for people not to starve. Two died digging their own graves. Yeah. Your guys died from overheating? Oof. On the updated version, they lost 2 people. Okay, let's get the conductive wire going now. This is kind of important. Let's do it. We have the metal. Let's get the metal and make the wires. Let's look up here. We're getting more bristle blossom. Says it's only 4 cycles. That's pretty good. Oh, we've got body temperature issues over there. Died once in an old version of the game. Killed all your people to see the lose condition. Jonathan Hall. Why is this not... No. Stop. We need this done right now. Tony's like, I can't cook. There's nothing to cook. Thranxes will see the lose condition soon, too. I don't think we're going to lose. Look at that. Now we have power for the microbe mushers, and we can get rid of these weird little ghosted wires. Okay, so now people are cooking at least. See, look, our food demand is so little now. We should be fine. Oh, Blue Rose, I'm sorry you didn't make it. Oh, clone of snakes. Yeah, the building command got a little bugged out there. But we're cooking now. We're cooking. People are eating. We have 3 dedicated cooks out of 8 duplicants. And nobody's starving. When there's only 1 dupe left, it's game over. Really? Just 1? And it's game over? No, we have 8 duplicants. So we're gonna be just fine. Now what we are going to do is I'm going to take this moment to make everything a priority 5. So that we can start resetting our priorities. Okay. These are 8s. And these are 8s. And all of these are 8s. Heart rate speeds up. They should have turned to cannibalism by now. No, we're going to be good now. We're going to make it. Although the 8 duplicants remaining need to spend some time preparing more graves. Okay, let's give these now a priority 7. Did you last that long? You did last that long, actually. The clone of snakes did last quite a while. Quite a bit indeed. So this update is going to be... Oh, no! So cannibalism will be the government type then? Did my stream... The internet at work is most horror in the world. I'm sorry, that is a little funny. What's going on here? Fertilization. Oh, we're out of phosphorite, are we? No, we have plenty of phosphorite. Oh, it's just not getting delivered. Right, because they're priority 5 now. I think you can stay a priority 7. That's fine. You're not as important as some of the other... No, you know what? 6 will be fine for you. Let's try to not set ourselves right back into the priority sink. Look at all those calories. The stream is still up, but for some reason everyone's internet got messed up. That's what I was gonna say. My PC didn't crash. I don't know if the stream is still good or not. It looks to be good. Let me. Yeah. The stream looks to be good. Still 0 stress. Yeah, nobody was stressed at all. They just accepted their fate. They just accepted their fate without any kind of issue. Oh, look. That's actually pretty convenient, right? When they're... Oh no, it's buffering every 2 minutes? Hold on. Oh, okay. No, there is some kind of an issue here. Huh. Yeah, no. The stream is buffering, because it looks like I'm getting some sort of an error. You know what? Let's hey, we recovered from the starvation at least. So let's take probably a couple minute break. I need to go grab some caffeine anyways. I'll just kind of leave it here for a second and see if I can troubleshoot what's causing the stream to buffer for everyone. So I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, things should be pretty squared away now. It looks like we're still making food. Food shortage is done. I think we can safely print another duplicate. Let me catch up on the comments. Buffers every 2 minutes. Yeah, it was having some sort of issue with something I'm gonna have to look into after the stream. I don't want to give it any more time, but it should be fixed now. The longest and shortest duplicate life. I think yours was the shortest, Anonymous. And yeah, the longest. I don't know. Probably Snake. Whoever was the last one to die, I think. Fell with style, liquor kills. 3 days supply of food. Comes back and everyone's dead. Yeah. We just jump right into RimWorld. If I had gotten a game over, I probably would have jumped into a different game. I probably would have. But I mean, all in the same stream. Yeah, that would be a little awkward. Okay, we're still making mush bars. Okay, so who wants to be the first duplicant brought back? And it looks like it's going to be 2 strength with construction. Let's see. Hold on. I got a list. I was writing names down. Who had asked Nader. Okay, so whoever, because I'm pretty sure you had requested it first during the massive death. I was trying to write down all the names that I could while all the death was happening. All right, Blue Rose. Hopefully we'll have a clone of you up here by the time you come back. Body temperature. Just a little too warm to make bristleberries reliable. No fabrications queued. Make some stuffed berries. Continuously. Now another thing is we could chill this area out some. I suppose. All in all, we need more duplicants to get back on track. It took us this long to, the end game screen appears. All we hear is, well, let's start RimWorld. No, I think we've got it all straightened out now. I told you it wouldn't be a full-on loss of the colony. It's just, you know, we downsized. there was downsizing in the in Tube City. That's all. That's all. This water should be starting to cool down, not as much as I would have liked. What's going on here? Oh, we're just not making that much hydrogen anymore. See, this needs to change. Well, because then the hydrogen backs up. No, that's... So let's make sure that our hydrogen is in fact heading in that direction, and then what we'll do is we'll swap this to be off there. So we'll just run the thermonullifier like that. Hopefully we'll get this cooling down a little bit. Damage overheated. What overheated? Best way to grow berries is to have lights high up, and that gives better coverage of light. I think 2 to 3 stories is max for light distance, though. Yeah, I thought about it. This was kind of just more of because it was warm up here anyways. Really, I wanted the sleet wheat to work, but we can't get this room to cool down. What we need is like an AC unit for this oxygen here. That would probably help. I really dislike using the AC units, though. It's so much... It's just so much. 240 power. Yeah, the heat, and that's the heat it removes, so... that's just going to put a bunch of heat here. Wheezeworts and H+ room. I don't think the Wheezeworts can grow in hydrogen, Justin. Actually, no, they cannot. They need oxygen, polluted oxygen, or carbon dioxide, actually, to grow. This isn't a colony. It's more like a very small settlement. It's true, but we're going to grow back up in size, and we're just going to stockpile mush bars to make it happen. Have your oxygen production in the cold machine and then put that to your wheat production. Yeah, I had thought about that, but the hydrogen is going to help us cool stuff off a little faster over here. Are we just not getting any hold up? That tube should be full of water. No power? Because the coal generator got lowered in priority. Well, no, that coal generator is a major priority. And this whole thing is a fiasco. Just waiting to... Oh, I know how to handle this. I know how to handle this. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, we're pumping water again. Good stuff. Chances of cascade failure at 33%. Only the strong survive. Sadly, Clone Farmer, you were not one of those people. I'm sorry. But we're going to be printing more duplicants just as fast as they'll let us. You know, replacements. All right, so we need water to get some actual hydrogen, and none of this stuff has water, so we still have tons of oxygen though. This area is, some areas are more breathable than others. I think you guys can actually give these mush bars a bit of a break now. You can do some other jobs too, you know. Let's make sure that you guys can do other jobs as well. All of these jobs. Yep, we don't have the luxury of letting people do a single job anymore. Everybody's gonna have to help with everything. I just check this box, I guess, and then uncheck that one. Okay, that's easier. No, Weezeworts work in all gases, and Sleetwheat has issues with gases. I figured the odds were not in my favor. You rolled a 0 in luck on a 20-sided dice. Ugh. That's pretty bad. Body temperature issues still up here. Just can't seem to regulate the temperature. I feel like there's a way that we could set this up. Okay, let's mess with this. Let's see if we do a thermoregulator over here, kind of where it's already hot. Because what? These take 240. This wire has tons of room on it. All right, let's set up something like no, let's not do that. So I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. So what we need is, let's see, hot air rises. Yep. But that's why I put the bristleberries up top, was because I figured they need the, you know, they use the warmer temperature than the Weezeworts. Should cool a single HVAC. So I feel like we're gonna need 2 of them. But I want to mess with... Let me see how this is going to work. So first of all, we'll pull our wire over. And all this should be a 7. Not an 8, but a 7, please. Petroleum generators overheating. Oh my goodness. It is too. It's really hot over there. Really? Did I make this out of abyssalite? I did, to try to keep the heat from here. Well, that's not helping our cause, so we're going to have to change it now to granite. Hopefully that'll help disperse some of the heat. You know what else we could do is we could dig out some of this stuff. Try to let the gases move around a little more freely. I'm making these all priority 8 out of habit. I just want them to be 7s, though. It's cooling off now that we have the granite to help push that temperature away. Yeah, there we go. It's cooling off. A lot of the H+ of the fans go to the cold machine and circulate that. Also cool CO2 and chlorine as they maintain temp better than air. Can drip cool the generator, just recirculate some of the polluted water. True, but we're sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel with the polluted water. We can't even keep our pepper plants fully irrigated. And our natural gas pumps just aren't making that much polluted water. And now we don't have that many people taking showers. Oh no, we still have bodies in snazzy suits everywhere. Okay, these are 7s as well. Let's do that. We just need more showers. Exactly. That's totally our priority. We just need more showers. I was supposed to be recirculating the cold hydrogen through the pipe into this room, but it's not working out that way. This water is still pretty warm. It's starting to cool down a little bit. It's not cooling it down very much, but it is cooling it down. Oh my god, the grapes. Oh, have you not? Yes, for anybody just joining the stream. So here's where we're at. I started thinking this would be enough, but apparently we needed more. Oh, I've actually not had a game go this bad yet, so it was bound to happen sooner or later. For me, it just didn't happen until later. All right, we're gonna print another duplicate. So my list is just a huge pile of names. So if I told you, oh no, it was YT Terror. That's right. You had asked, and I think you were next. So let's do that. But nobody's really. No strength. Tinkering. Medicine construction. We need more duplicates, though. No, we're going to have to compromise. I'm going to go with tinkering, construction. I think we have to go with tinkering. YT Terror. Welcome to the settlement. Clone Farmer Clone. All right, Clone Farmer, I'm writing you down. You'll be the next one. Clone Farmer Clone. You got it. Clone of Clone Farmer. All right, Justin. I hope you enjoy your walk. We're getting the temperature under control over here. All right, so for this section, what we need to do is we actually need to repurpose this air here. Let me All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll deconstruct these pipes, right? And then, oh, that should be at a priority. Let's make these at an 8. This is kind of important. And then what we'll do is we'll take these at a 7. And we'll run it over here. And then up here, right? Sort of hogging all my room here. No, that's it. That's it. Okay, I've got it. There we go, like this. And then we need a valve. Like this, right? And a gas bridge. Like that. Clone of Clone Farmer, even better. Sounds like a B horror movie. A first for everything. Indeed, Snakes, it was bound to happen. You don't bat 1,000 forever. I have had deaths before, but this is the first one that's really racked up. Normally I just use the meal lice, and I never get rid of them. And this time I wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone and force myself to try to use the better food. This is going to take some thought to how I want to set this up. All these priority 7s. These should all be priority 7s. All that should be 7. You're going to need to be a 6. Snakes dupes clone. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of those. All right, Snakes, I'll write you down after Clone Farmer, as we need to replace people and get new people in. It's going to be a lot. But some of the people that didn't make it, actually, I haven't seen in the stream in a couple times. So, we'll make room for new people. Could you do VIP room for somebody with its own bed, fridge, lavatory, shower, and ventilation system? Oh, ideally, what I wanted to do was give everybody VIP room and just make it to where, every room was really killer. That was the ideal goal. At this point, I think we're just going to be struggling just to get back up to the numbers that we had. And that's what I'm going to focus on for now. We just need more duplicants. But we have tons of food, so it's just a matter of printing a dupe every time the printer is up. That's all. That's all. If we can have food, I'm down to be in the colony again. All right, Constance, I'll put you down. There. See, I wasn't keeping food from everybody. I mismanaged the food production. Big difference. Big difference. I don't know what the end result was the same, but all right. Petroleum generator seems to be doing okay now. For now, anyways. This room is just not going to cool down because it's pumping all this hot water in here. But, I mean, we need that for our irrigation anyways. So we'll just have to keep that going. Oof, look at how much that oxygen is backed up. I love that. All right, this should be a high priority, priority 8. We'll get that done. ... When are you going to update? I actually will probably be stepping back from Oxygen Not Included for at least another update. So I want more than one update to happen in between this series and the next one. So I probably won't be updating until whichever one comes out after the occupational update in a couple months. Or maybe in just another month. I don't know. It might not be that long. They have been coming out with them pretty fast. That's originally what I had built this for, Costas Ant, was to cycle the cold hydrogen through here. But because we're also trying to cool off the water here, I feel like I tried to cool off too much here at once, because this hot water is making it almost impossible for this anti-entropy thermonullifier to make any headway with the room. So what we can do, actually, is we can cut this down to maybe 3 kilograms a second. Good time to take a break. The new update is a bit weird right now. I have heard that. Snakes, but remember, this is my 3rd time dying. No, you only died once, right? Did you die twice before? Now I'm curious. Rip snakes, that was the first one. I think you only died twice. But yeah, it's not so much even that I was taking a break because I've heard the update's weird, although that does kind of work in my favor. Mostly I wanted to take an update or take a break just because I've been playing this game so much. This is all unreachable. Unreachable. Of course it is. But I wanted to take a break just because the updates were coming so fast and furious, and I've been playing this game so much that I just needed to step back. I feel like they're still balancing and tweaking everything, and I want them to get to sort of a stable, this is what the game is going to be, so that I can start to learn it in more detail, because I'm struggling just to... The update is the same thing you're doing, just with hats. Hats and micromanaging. Nice. Hats and micromanaging. Okay, well now these ladders aren't necessary. So just, and you know what? Mopping this up isn't even as big of a priority. Let's make the pipes, please. Solbeck, Bonnie, come on, stop mopping. YT Terror, why don't you guys stop mopping and ever what? And we'll get this dugout up here. These are powered. So what I want is some sort of a thermo sensor. Because also the other thing we're fighting heat-wise is that we're putting hot oxygen in there. Now I was trying to cool it down as much as I could, running it out here, but yeah, it's not cooling down enough. It needs to cool down more. So we'll cool it down with these, and then these should probably be good to just run all the time. I thought about putting them into some sort of automation network, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. So instead what we'll do is we'll give them a valve like this. Let's just see how this works. And then from here it's going to go across like that, like this, and we'll jump it down to there, like that. Wait, let me think. Yes, this is the second time. This is going to be sort of a, let's see, we're going to need Abyssalite as a priority 9 here and here. We'll just ladder down the side here in case we need to build anything here later on. And we can dig those out. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's make all this a priority 8 so that we can actually work on starting to cool this area off a little bit. In the update, everything is slower because they changed the prioritizing and dupes don't upgrade athletics, so it needs some changing indeed. Oh, gotta go because food time if I'm not back before the stream ends, and bye. Thanks for joining us, Queen Arissa. I'm sorry that you did not survive. They have added a semi-working steam engine, so I'm excited to be able to use heat as power in the future updates. Yeah, that is pretty cool to actually be able to make the heat work for you. We do have a new duplicant, so let's see. Let's see. Cooking. We could use some cooking. Construction 7, though. And tinkering. Now, we have cooks. A lot of our cooks lived. Yeah, let's go with construction and clone of clone farmer. It does sound like a B-horror movie. I like that. Clone of clone farmer. Welcome back to the settlement. We'll be a colony again one day. Those 2 thermoregulators ever get hooked up? They're powered, or they're getting there. They're getting there. We're going to get it straightened out. That should help us get the temperature where we need it to be. I'm hoping. They might get too cold, but if that's the case, we'll just cut it. We'll cut it off for a bit. I thought about setting up this big automation system, but I need to see where the pockets of hot and cold air are going to settle first. I don't trust what my first instinct would be, because this game isn't always intuitive. Sometimes it is. It's nice when it is, but sometimes it's not, and so I don't want to assume anything. Liquefiables storage needs a slightly higher priority than everything else. So kind of the ticking time bomb, that unibrow, kind of the ticking time bomb I've been leaving alone is this. But I drained it out, so it's not the end of the world, but now we are way too warm. So what we need is, how about, see, the mesh tile is going to allow all our cold air to kind of sink down here. So kind of what we have to do is we have to go back to this. We could run that over to the petroleum generator, maybe. I don't know, we shouldn't be getting that much polluted water anymore because we shouldn't be getting polluted water on the overflowing anymore just because, you know, we don't have that many duplicants using the lavatories. By the way, how old are you? Interesting question. I am old enough. I don't know. Don't you like the mystery? Don't you like to guess? The drama that comes with not knowing? No, I'm 36 actually. I'm 36. So the mystery has been ruined. Just get this thermoregulator section done and we should be able to cool off that sleet wheat pretty quick. Problem is going to be getting duplicants back in. You were close. I think I missed your guess, Dallin9. Or no, was that in another stream? All right. Starting to cool off that air now. 29. So it went from 20. Did that even cool it off at all? This oxygen. Okay. I'm not sure how this is going to go. This is going to be really interesting. These ladders are less important. And the abyssalite tiles are the most important. My guess was around the 40-year mark. Close but no cigar. Yeah. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I got a little bit of time before that. Hopefully we can get this done here pretty quick. We'll start cooling off this room. And then that'll be one less thing we have to worry about until, it blows up in our face. Like everything else. How is this doing? Are we winning this race? This room is getting hotter. This anti-entropy thermonullifier cannot compete with the temperature at all because the water is coming in really hot. Okay, what if we just turn this off for a little bit? We have some water built up. Let's try to get the temperature down. And now the hydrogen's backed up. Let's turn this off, or turn this on, rather. So we'll stop sending hydrogen there. Should be running soon. So the oxygen's just heating back up. It's like, should have made these out of abyssalite. Grrr. Grrr. Oh, that was a bit of a mistake on my part. Cancel, 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 and then deconstruct the gas pipes, and these, and these. Those are okay because it hasn't started cooling yet. Yeah, okay, fine. In fact, here and there. All right, just the ones after the air has been cooled. Because we absolutely want, we want the air to stay, to keep all of the coolness that it has. Figured you were in my older brother's age bracket and he's 40. Nah, I'm not quite. Close. You're right, close. Good night, YT Terror. Hopefully your stay in our settlement will last a little while. Okay, I want this to be done. Priority 9, everybody. Get it done. All right. Hopefully we can get this air to cool down a little bit here. Oh, yeah. All we had to do was stop dripping that hot water in here, and now it's cooling down really fast. We could put the hot water somewhere else to cool it. Really cooling those steam geysers always seems to be the bane of what I'm trying to do. The cooling system I did in the thermal upgrade, I think was the best one. I think it was the thermal upgrade. But it was such a huge system. It took up so much space. All right, so this oxygen is coming in at 2C. That's what we need right there. That's it. That's going to help us cool this place down considerably. Oh yeah, temperature is dropping. Oof, oxygen coming in at minus 15 now. Oh. Oh, no, that's going to be fixed. That's just because this oxygen sat in the pipe for so long it had cooled down. Right. It's going to start coming in at 25, which means it's leaving at minus 10. That's probably good for sleet wheat overall. Now just cool off your machines. Right, well, speaking of, so I made them out of iron. That was, not really paying attention. So we'll get rid of those, we'll replace those, and then I think what we'll do is we'll take off, these Weezeworts probably won't be necessary. And we'll move them over here. See, I don't normally use these thermoregulators. It's been a while since I've used them, so I'm not sure if they're slightly different. Iron at least keeps cool much longer. Yeah, but I want the Wolframite so they transfer their temperature rapidly. I like using Wolframite machines. So they can shed that excess temperature quickly. The air is still pretty warm in here, and that's mostly because of the water temperature. Still pretty warm. Pretty warm indeed. It's going to be difficult overcoming that with cold oxygen, but at least the cold oxygen will help. See, the thermoregulators always just don't seem to do enough for me, though. That's why I normally don't use them. Good game? Thanks. I would say your name, but I don't dare try to pronounce your name, and I apologize for that in advance. High pressure vents in the sleet wheat farm and move the air from the sleet wheat farm to other places in the base. True. People would get popped eardrums in here, though. Ooh, that's already happening down here with all this polluted oxygen. Oof. Well, the oxygen is only going to fantastic creature. Oh, cool. Oh, well, welcome to the stream, fantastic creature. I'd put high pressure vents in the sleet wheat farm and move the air from the sleet wheat farm to other places in the base. Yeah, auto cool machines so they won't get hot. Thermo to circulate instead of trying to cool the incoming oxygen. But if I take the oxygen and put it back into the line, that's just going to be a horrible feedback loop. Oxygen's going to get crazy cold if I do that. We're cooling it down, but unless we can cool down the hydroponic farm tiles. So here's the thing, the air temperature doesn't matter so much as the plant temperature. So you can see here the oxygen, let's just talk about this for a moment. The oxygen on this spot where the sleet wheat is says 4.9 C, which should be enough to grow because it has to be minus 5. But the plant itself is over 5C, and that's because the hydroponic farms actually physically pass their heat to the plant much more efficient than the air transfers to the rotten mush bar. Oh, that's okay. We'll straighten that out. All we got to do is prioritize some of our food storage, like here and let's see, here, down here, right? These and these should be fixed. Only a 4-day supply of food. Yeah, true. We could bump these back up, although they're 7s. We'll just leave them be for now. Damage overheated petroleum generator. Still struggling. Now it's made everything hot. And that heat is going to transfer up here. That polluted water is coming out hot, though. We're not going to be able to cool the machine off with that. I think we'll just make this out of gold is what we'll do. We'll deconstruct this and we'll make it out of gold. Only 4 days supply of food. How to donate some money? Well, fantastic creature, if you feel so compelled to donate money to the stream, I believe the super chat option is for that. Technically, the whole asteroid is heating up because of the magma. Yeah, well, that's kind of the thing. If the asteroid is molten, then it stands to reason that, you know, A, it's pretty big, and B, just got done watching Worlds Adrift. Please play more. Absolutely, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. I actually have another Worlds Adrift episode that I'm getting ready to post. I'm going to be trying to play that game a lot more until the wipe. So hopefully, see, the oxygen's coming in still pretty warm. 15C. It's warmer than it was. It's down here. Yeah, it's at 30. So it's cooled off, but it's probably because this would be better off made of abyssalite, but we'll see. Donation is off. I don't know. Is there a, you know, I hadn't even looked at that really. I'll have to look at that in more details. I did read something about YouTube putting in something for people to donate during a stream. I didn't think it was implemented yet, but it could be. This is not important. Don't dig that. Don't dig that. New duplicants available. Let's see. But you are able to do the super chat like Lil Uzi Vert did. I think that's kind of the same thing. Let's see, if we're going to go for it, we got to go for the strength, right? Heat construction. Yokel, slow learner, germ resistant. No, I think we're gonna. We got to go with the strength, right? Carrying weight. Medicine, creativity. I think we do have to. We have to. Clone of snakes. Duplicant. Welcome back to the settlement. May you have plenty of food for the next 3 or 4 days. Yeah, this whole room is just a big fiasco. Trying to cool off the air and the hydrogen. The hydrogen's starting to cool everything off, though. The water is still fairly warm. Okay, let's set this up. I know how we're going to do this. Right, we're going to break into here. This is how we're going to do it. Okay. So, what we're going to need... like this. This is how we did it the one time, and we're going to do it this way again. Whoops. Cancel, cancel. I know that this way works. There's probably a better way to do it, maybe. That's not lined up at all. What is that? It's nonsense. You had hoped it would stay 1 mile by 1 mile? All right. Okay, now what we need to do is to dig this out. About like this. To there, and to there. And this can be built over, actually. It's going to be quite a journey. But it will, it should do the job. It should do the job. So we'll set up ladders here, and then let's see, ladders here, ladders here. Just like this, and like this. That should be good, at which point we put our little liquid pump down here, and we'll have cold water. You can put ice and hydrogen-filled rooms to cool them faster. True, and we're going to start running a lot of hydrogen up here. I was hoping as we dug some of this out, maybe we'd find a thermoentropy nullifier in this biome. So that's kind of why I'm queuing people to come up here and start digging and building. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but we want to give everyone something to do. So this should help. There'll be lots to do now. Let's say all of this is a 7. Enjoy. Or, you know what? Maybe a 6. Yeah, maybe a 6. Let's not... There you go. Priority 6. Oh no, why are you crying, Justin? Because everything's going bad? Irrigation. Oh, right. Well, we'll have plenty of water now. This area is just not going to cool off very easily. It's always about that heat. But this only runs... All this powers, though, is this area. It's so if we don't have pinch of pepper plants, oh well. It's not the end of the world. I'm relying on a bad old method? Oh. So you're saying, okay, so you're saying what I should do is I should carry all the ice into this room with hydrogen. Having problems with my internet over here, so I'll have to say goodnight early. Hope you'll have food now, Costa Sand. Thank you. We should have food. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Have a good night. So you're saying if I put hydrogen in this, or ice in this room, it'll cool everything off faster. But... You know what? I do have an idea, actually. Let's... Okay, so what if I put all the ice right here, and then that's where I put the water, right? But I feel like ice is just a band-aid. It always seems to just go away, and then you depended on it, and now it's worse. We're cooling off a little bit. We just don't have enough, we don't have enough Wheezeworts. So why, okay, so Justin, I get that the method up there is old, but why do you say it's bad? That method works really good for cooling everything down. Plus, think about it, not like we're using an old method, but we're trying to explore the ice biome. Oh, there's no air over here. Nobody's going to have a chance to breathe to get up there. They need a... They need a door to exit. They patched it. No, but I'm not trying to use the... No. My technique's a little different than the one you're talking about. My technique doesn't actually use An exploit, it just uses the fact that it's a ton of Wheezeworts, really, just in a small confined area. Drip cooling the water I do as a way to pass the heat to the airflow tiles. And plus it allows you to cool off separate pockets so that you can track the temperature on the way down. I did it during the 1 season. But to my knowledge, it wasn't utilizing any kind of an exploit. At least, if it did, I did not know that it did. I suppose that should be clarified. All right, so we'll put all this ice in here now. How's the temperature doing? Temperature is going down. That's good. We'll just get all the ice out there. Running out of water, too. Probably not really... Oh, well, yeah, I am running out of water, huh? Steam Geyser just can't keep up. And we never found the second Steam Geyser. Hold on, let's look at all of our little adventure stuff where we were exploring the boundaries here. So there still could be one here, maybe, potentially. It's unlikely. It's got to be up here. It has to be up here in this area. So let's also dig... We'll dig across that way as well. Oh, is it up here? You found it or I found it? I didn't find it. Could be. No, you said this area was clear, although it... polluted water. No, that's just the ice biome melting. Just check the heat menu to check for geysers that are hot. Yeah, that's... I had tried that, but... And see, I found something that was... let's see, I found this. But this could just be a random pocket of steam. There doesn't seem to be anything nearby that looks like a geyser. And then, let's see, what else? I was also looking at... There was something else I saw that was abnormally hot. Yeah, here. There's a couple pockets of... this is our geyser. Here we have this pocket of steam, but there's nothing really here. This pocket of steam. Should play Sea of Thieves. I've been looking at that game. I play so many games though, it's always hard, and I always just go with that whichever one's like speaks to me and is calling to me. Sea of Thieves looks really good though. I have been looking into potentially getting into that. I built a tunnel to it almost over here. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's a steam geyser. There's an exploit with dripping water. A drip of water has the same effect as a full tile of water. It's why the self-cooling Aqua Tuner Cube exploit works. Really, where is everybody? I think everybody's just trying to manage the food in the farms, really, for now. Our bristle blossoms are doing great, though. They've never been better. Look at this. We should just grow more of those. Up, down to single digits. Hey, look at all this ice. Okay, great. Now we just dump it out on the ground. There you go. 20 tons of ice at minus 22C. Now, if we put this to, let's say, 1 kilogram a second, maybe that'll work. As we cool the water off, this area is going to straighten out very quickly because all of the hydroponic farm tiles are right on the edge of being too warm, and the cold water is going to straighten that out fast. Why am I losing food? Oh, this area is not in carbon dioxide anymore. All right, time for a new duplicant. How about digging, construction, minus strength though. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Yeah, I'd rather have the construction. Poor duplicate choices. How about Lil Uzi Vert? Thanks again for the donation. I appreciate it. Ice will melt faster if you set the storage to about 200 kilograms. The smaller mass lets it melt much faster. We want the ice to melt slow, though, and cool longer. That's what I was going to say. I want as much ice there as possible so that it hopefully keeps everything colder longer. But it doesn't seem to be. Why are you picking up? No! Oh, people are delivering the ice. Not okay. Not okay. What I need is a way to drop the ice right here. I should have built my storage. Oh, I know. We'll build the storage right underneath it. Ah, see, there we go. That'll work. It cools faster as it melts. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. And the temperature's going back up now. The water temperature, though, still pretty warm. We started to fix the issue. You can see the sleet wheat ones in the front were feeling good. Okay, there's got to be a way to make this more sustainable. Oh, this isn't cooling anymore. We used up all that hydrogen. You think I'm gonna become a famous YouTuber? I don't mean to laugh. It's that would be very nice. There's obviously a long way to go. I have much to learn still. Building ice sculptures in water is another quick band-aid. Ooh, that's a good call, actually. I forgot about that. Thank you, Clone Farmer. Yes. Oh, yes, this is going to be great. We're going to build them way up here all floating and stuff. Oh, this is going to be great. Right on the temp shift plates. Oh, this is going to be good. It's going to be good. Liquefiable ice. Set this at a 9, get it all filled up. Oh, Justin, you think I am? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Still have a lot to learn, like I said. So now we've got... So the gold has allowed this petroleum generator's heat to go out of control. Pinch of peppers are getting way overheated from the water. Oh, they won't build them? Oh, I was hoping they would just build them floating in air. Yeah, that would be kind of cheap. Oh, but look, they dropped all their ice in the bottom. That was a pretty easy way to get ice down there. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead with the mesh tiles. We'll go 2 here, 1, 2, and 2 here. That's interesting. I like that. Ice sculptures. This area, total failure. I didn't even think about how warm it was down here. Yeah. So this is going to have to be deconstructed and replaced with a gold amalgam pump. So let's do that. That's the thing. Hydro sensor in the cooling water to keep a minimum water level may help it maintain temp. Yeah, I'm trying to get the drip rate maximized because the thing or efficiently planned out, because what I don't want is I don't want to just open up the water valve at max and let it fill up. I mean, we could, but it's going to be very hard to cool it if I do that. We're still at 8C. Still getting that hydrogen. Hey, Blue Rose, welcome back. For the moment, glad you could make it back. Again, if the early stream was an inconvenience for you and you were not one of the people benefited by it, I do apologize. However, I felt bad that so many people were trying to watch the stream and not able to because it was so late at night for them or at the end of their work cycle, and so, you know, I wanted to change it up and give everyone a chance to make it. Plus, keeping a schedule that's 100% the same all the time forever is never going to be anything I'm able to do. I have so many other things that I have to juggle around and last-minute stuff with my day job that can come up and everything that I just have to play stuff by ear. What is putting out? There's something here. Oh, right, because polluted dirt and stuff doesn't have a priority anymore. Right. Well, we're gonna fix that. That's a priority here. Polluted dirt and rot piles need to go here right away. We'll just keep mopping up this liquid. Oh, there's too much. Well, and they can't seem to get rid of their body temperature. We'll just deconstruct this again and mop it up. We'll have to pipe that over, though, eventually, I'm sure. All right, let's see how this is working. Over here, hey, we got an ice sculpture. And it's warming up fast. Boom. And it just melted into a ton of cold water. Wow, they melted really fast. That's awesome. We'll just keep building them. And this is done. Deconstruct. Now we have ice here. And ice there. I'm a night shift, so faster or later stream is the same for me. I'm at work both scenarios. Sorry, Blue Rose. Maybe we'll have to do a stream on the weekend sometime. I had thought that nobody would watch a weekend stream because I just figured people would have stuff they were doing and they wouldn't have the time, but I've heard enough people mention it that we might try a weekend stream at some point, and hopefully that'll help people who are normally at work. Let's get more Wheezeworts in here. We could add Wheezeworts here just to help boost this room a little bit. In fact, I think I'm going to do just that. Get a Wheezewort here. It doesn't cool the water that much. Gotta go now. Talk to you guys next week. All right, Snakes, thanks for joining us. Sorry your duplicate didn't make it. Your clone, though, is doing just fine. There's food for at least a few days. It's mostly... Oh, it's a nice little mix of frost buns and mush bars. That's good. We're starting to get the sleetweed under control. It's better than it was. And we have the bristleberries going. We could actually probably start making stuffed berries. That's what this one is making. Oh my goodness, these stuffed berries are going to go bad? That's not okay. Stuffed berries. Or you could just eat them. Instead of storing them, you could just eat them. Ice sculpture in the steam geyser area might help cool the source. Yeah, the problem is that we're out our water demands, because we're bottling it up for mush bars, our water demands are outpacing the geysers significantly. It was already kind of trying to hold steady. No matter, I work 4 days morning shift, 4 days afternoon shift, 4 days night shift, and 4 days free. I don't have weekends. Oh, goodness, Blue Rose. That's quite a schedule. Another game you should play is Forts Lots of Guns. I looked at that game. There was a time when that game was going to be a short series on my channel, and something else came out and got my attention. It is on my list, though. It is on my list of potential games that I wanted to play that I didn't get a chance to that I can go back to. But you know how it is. It's tough. There's so many good games out there that it's... I always tell myself, well, when I can't find a good game, I'll go back and play this one, but there usually is always a good game to go back and find. This ice is warming up. This ice is warming up. They're all warming up. I have not looked at Planet Nomads recently. It's been a little bit since I looked at it, Blue Rose. But I want to say I looked at that game a while back, and it was interesting. It looked interesting, but I think there was something else I was really into at the time. And it was one of those games, too, that I could tell was going to get better as the updates came out. I want to say in the reviews I read, people were saying that, you know, you might want to wait. It's a little unbalanced. Scalding. Is it that hot in here? Oh, my goodness. This is not sustainable. Look at how hot everything is. Huh. There is a lot of air here, though. We could try to run some Wheezeworts. There's just not enough Wheezeworts. They need Wheezeworts to be like a renewable source of cooling. I don't even know what to do about this hot mess over here. It's just such a mess. As long as we can get the food figured out, right? Everything else will just kind of bury our heads in the sand and not think about. We'll just focus on getting the food squared away. But look, we're making bristleberries. In fact, with the temperature of this whole row could become bristleberries too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Uproot. We'll uproot all of these and change these to bristleberries, and then we'll wire in some lights for them as well. All right, so for the lights, we don't really have the room. We don't really have the room for the overhead lights, so we've got to do this setup here. That's not going to work, though. So we have to do the ladder shuffle that we did before. Shuffle the ladder over one, put the thing here. Fallout 4 is good. One of my friends was really into Fallout. You know a game that just came out as a new release, and I picked it up, and I won't do a series on my channel about it. You can drag dig instead of clicking uproot on everyone. Thank you, Clone Farmer. That would have been so much easier. I'll have to try to remember that. I don't normally uproot my plants after I plant them. You starved, Blue Rose. You starved. You did not make it. But anyways, so one of the new games that just came out, what I was saying, that I'm going to at least post a video and maybe talk a bit about it. And I was thinking about trying to do like a game review for it because I've been playing it and it seems silly not to include it in my channel in some capacity, is I've been playing the new Monster Hunter World. I assure you, Monster Hunter World, the game of the week. It's fun. There's quirks about it. I mean, I'm planning on doing a whole review on it, so I'm not gonna go into it all now. But the core of the game is a lot of fun. It's a good game. So we have all this ice, and it's just struggling to cool off this water. It's getting there though. It's starting to melt. It's just taking its time. And this area has warmed back up now because we're pumping the water in. Okay, so let's just get all the water pumped in here all at once. And then cut this off and then try to cool it off, I guess. I don't know. I feel like no matter what I do, the heat will get away. Like no matter what I do, the heat will be an issue. Just always. Always, always, always the heat. We have a lot of spare food though now. We're getting a lot of frost buns. We're obviously improving the temperature in here enough for some of the sleet wheat to grow a little more regularly. The water's back up at the 36C. Trying to use gases to cool is tough. I've had to use crude oil as a coolant in radiators. Is Monster Hunter World available for PC? I actually don't know that, Blue Rose. I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, I feel like the best success I had with cooling was I had really cold water and I just piped it through pipes and just, like you said, used it like a radiator. I found that was very efficient. Hopefully this Wheezewort will take some of the strain off of this anti-entropy thermonullifier and help it to win this battle against the heat a little bit. But now we're just pumping in the full amount of water, so we'll see how that goes. This ice is going to reach meltable levels soon, at which point it's going to change all of this. This ice is not... Yeah, no, I see... Okay, I'm starting to see what you were saying, Clone Farmer, about using small amounts of ice so it melts faster. I'm starting to notice that. Because it doesn't really change temperature unless it melts into water. Blue Rose scheduled to release later for PC? Block in load. I'm a block in what? I'm not sure what you're saying. There is a block in. We can't get a new duplicant though, and since our food is going up, we're going to strength, athletics, cooking, learning. It's gotta be cooking and learning. Let's see here. I'm just going to grab a random name. Clone of Dallin 9. There you go. Yeah, see, and that's what makes things challenging is I like to play games on PC. Obviously, but most of the people that I know that I've been close friends with in real life for a long time that I play games with play on console, and trying to record from console onto YouTube is actually more challenging than it should be, especially if you try to include like party chat and your own voice. It's a complex setup. So really, I only record games on PC. Now, I've tried to record a couple off console, but I usually voice over after the fact, which lends itself more to like a video where I'm talking about a review when there's a lot of edits or something. It's a fun game, though. It is. So it's going to take forever for this ice to cool. That's what you were getting at. This ice is actually going to cool very quickly. It's going to melt soon. This ice is going to melt very soon. Actually. Okay, we're starting to recover our population a bit. And we've got bristleberries, body temperature, really? Just barely. Body temperature. Yeah, it's because the water is heating up. You know, though, something I've noticed is it seems like the bristleberries use a lot more water than the sleet wheat. Let's confirm that. 20 kilograms a cycle, 80 kilograms a cycle. That's 100% the issue. Deconstruct. Undo. Undo, undo, undo. We're undoing that completely. We're going to go back to just focusing on our sleet wheat and getting our sleet wheat dialed in and forgetting all about the bristleberry. This area is going to have to go without a petroleum generator for a little bit. That's just all there is to it. It's way too hot. So make a thermo sensor out of tungsten. We'll put it right here. And then, let's see, automation wire. We'll just run right over there like that. We're just going to have to get this thing to turn off. Turn off when it's hot, and we'll just have to make do with the pinch of peppers that we have. But we should have quite a few. I mean, we should be stockpiled up for a while. Yeah. 231 of them. That's pretty good. Oh, block and load, BO3. It's fun zombies. Scalding. I know this area is just too hot, guys. I know. Generator idle. Okay, if it is above... No. If it's got to be below 40C. This area has to cool the heck down. We're not going to be able to do anything easier with it. Thought it's easier to capture for PC. Console capture is just you have to get a capture card. For a PC, that's more of an option. I have a capture card. So here is the issue, though, Dallin. Because it's something very specifically that I didn't anticipate when I went into it, is I got a capture card and I set everything up because I was going to try to do recordings of... I played Fortnite for a while, and I was going to try to record that. The problem is the capture card does not innately want to capture your microphone. Okay, so if I tell it that I want to capture my microphone, it doesn't... Then I have to talk through a microphone through the computer, but that doesn't enable me to communicate with my party. So basically you end up in this situation where you're either recording your party chat and not your own voice, but everyone else's, or you're recording your own voices, but you're not able to talk on party chat. Now, the fix to be able to do both is possible, but it requires extra equipment and wires and connectors. And basically, the fix that I found is I would have to talk through two microphones to do it the way that I want, to get it balanced properly. I would have to have two microphones in front of me, one for the party chat and one that I recorded, and then I would have to balance the levels out between them, which is possible. And I've debated doing it. But the other thing that kept me from really pursuing that is that a lot of the friends that I have had for a long time that I play games with that I know in real life, they're not necessarily family friendly, and they're not necessarily into being on my channel. Like, I've talked to them about it a little bit, and sometimes they don't mind, but sometimes it is a wire mess. It is, and sometimes they don't want to be on my channel. So I've not pushed the issue. And like I said, it's easier for me to just capture the video and then audio record over it on my computer after the fact. Recording on computer was actually incredibly easy because I just used for my recordings, not streaming, but for recordings, I use the NVIDIA Shadowplay. And it's pretty much just, it's already set up to go, and it just records. You got to tweak a little bit, but yeah, it's a lot of time. And like I said, they don't necessarily want to have to, like, be on my channel and worry about, what they say, or, it's more casual just to play and be relaxed than it is when other people are going to hear what you're saying and you have to, like, be cognizant of that. And so they don't necessarily like that. So I haven't pushed it, which is the reason why you haven't seen many multiplayer games on my channel. Lil Uzi Vert, thank you again. Glad you enjoyed the stream. I will have the next Worlds Adrift episode will be up tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, and you take it easy. So this petroleum generator thing is going to be an issue, but that's all right. Should be... Whoa, how did we get How did clean water end up in here? Says irrigation. Oh no. They're all messed up. They've all got... No, they're not all messed up. Body temperature. Ugh, that whole thing is a mess. Well, we won't have pinch of pepper seeds for a while. That's okay. We're just trying to get back to frost buns, to be honest. Just trying to get back to frost buns at this point. And I think we can do it. I think we can do it. We've got this going. This ice melted, and it's sort of cooled the water down. So we won't need nearly as much water now. Ugh, these bristleberries. Let's dig them up. Let's dig them up for now. We don't. You have to be. You have to be so set up. The bottler? No, is the bottler? Okay, no, it shouldn't have come in from the bottler. How is this? It's turning into steam. It is so hot. It's turning into steam and then condensing back into clean water into our little area here. Oh my goodness. That's... I let it get a little bit too hot up in this area. That's all right. We're going to disable all these lights. We're going to switch these back to Wheezeworts. I thought the bristleberries would be easier to grow because they require a warmer temperature, but then the water irrigation. Yes, Clone Farmer. I did make steam. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can do that. Sorry about your message though. I try to keep profanity out of the chat. It's not a huge deal, but that's why your message got hidden. Let's see, change this. But yes, I did make steam. That is exactly what happened. Problem is the bristleberries used so much water out of our stockpile that we had to fill it up faster, which was straining the system even more than it was already trying to work hard to get it fixed. No worries, Clone Farmer. It doesn't bother me. Believe me, I have to put on a very specific, I don't want to say persona, but mentality when I'm doing a recording or a stream, because I am no stranger to profanity. I just try to keep it out of the videos. I don't know. It almost comes across unprofessional, like, more than anything else. It's not about like kids watching or anything. It's just, I don't know. It's just the way that I feel about it. This though, 5 strength, 3 learning, 6 construction is our next duplicant. Mouth breather, we'll forgive you for that. Who is this person going to be? See, I did. We'll bring Blue Rose back. If you're waiting to rejoin the colony and you know, take on the dangers of starvation and being scalded, let me know in the comments down, or let me know in the comments in the chat, and I will get your name in next. This area should be warming up soon. So the clean water shouldn't matter. It should process through. Should. Irrigation. We got some good irrigation here. Polluted water. Tell me what's inside the tile. Some polluted water, but It's almost like the regular water is messing it up. Probably because the pipe is full of... No, it says liquid pipe, 10 kilograms polluted water. Oh, it's because of this one. It's the last few pipes. Oh, this is going to be troublesome. Alright, they deconstructed it. Ominous Wind, hello, welcome to the stream. Clone of Blue Rose, go. Hey, look, they're starting to get up in here and work here now. Excellent. And we got our other Steam geyser over here. And we don't have enough sleet wheat to plant those, which is fine. They are cooling off, though. They're using the water slowly enough that it's having a chance to cool down at least a little bit. Yeah, you can see... Oh, no, it's warming back up. We can keep making the ice block sculptures. Those seem to be pretty helpful. A little bit. A band-aid, as it was. Food has decayed. It's just going to take time. And these are not pumping because they're maxed out. No, that's good. That's what I was hoping for, is that this oxygen would be so maxed out that these wouldn't run that much, and then the heat here wouldn't be a problem. They work best when spammed. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's such a small little area here. That's the only problem. It's alright. This ice is going to melt soon. This one, not so much. This one will, though. Ooh, look at it go, too. Look at that temperature. Boom, melted. It definitely cooled it off a little bit. I mean, we're getting the temperature down in here. Ooh, hydrogen's backing up again. Got to keep an eye on that. And look at all this. Oh my goodness. Let's mop up all of that and put that in here. That'll help cool this area off. Hopefully it'll start going here before too long. Alright, so let's set our gaze back over here. So we've got more Wheezeworts in here we can get. I want to get these Wheezeworts. So what we can do... So we can set up a mechanized airlock like this, right? And at which point all we'll need to do is kind of ladder over to here. And then we'll just kind of ladder across this way. I don't really need ladders here, do I? Or there. Go like that. And then we'll ladder down here. Because really what I want is to get more Wheezeworts. Still 2 nullifiers as well. Exactly, yes. I've not found any other nullifiers. This should be uprooted. And there's a Sleetwheat seed there, or a Wheezewort seed there as well. Let's put that... we have lots of 3 nullifiers per map, I believe so, although I'm struggling just to get this one to function the way I want. If we can... Yeah, you know what? Actually, let's stop this mess for now. Let's be on the lookout for a nullifier. Probably one up in this corner, right? Maybe? Let's cut up here, and then we'll dig that way. Because if we can get a room, we can get a nullifier. Oh, there could be one over here. It could be 100% buried, but I've never seen one 100% buried where not even a little piece of it was sticking out, but I imagine that could happen. The Aqua Tuner, a single one water cooled at the water input would do. You know, that's one I haven't messed with either. It seems to take cooling factor minus 14 degrees. So you're saying, okay, so you're saying at the water input, you're saying cool it over here on this. Oh my goodness, we're running out of water. It's making all these mush bars. Stop, 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 stop. We're going to have to get that next geyser online. Disable this building. Mop that up. We do have a lot of little issues. The Aqua Tuner water can be fed back onto itself to cool it as well. Yeah, but then don't you lose part of the... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the Aqua Tuner put out as much heat as it cools? You know, it's not a anti-entropy device, so it's not going to destroy heat. It's just going to transfer it from the water into the air, right? If I'm correct. So then, if you feed it back onto itself, aren't you still at like a net gain of 0? I'm not certain. I've not actually messed with the Aqua Tuner that much. Suppose if we heated up the water here, because it's all in abyssalite piping. Oh, it's bugged at the moment, so it will run away cool if it's set up right? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to use a bug. I'm trying to overcome this challenge in spite of the bugs. Oh, the drip bug. Yeah. We're getting this area cooled down. We just need another thermonullifier. That's what we need. Right. That's exactly it. And another steam geyser right over here. Thing is, nobody can breathe over here, so people come running over here to do work, like Lil Uzi Vert, and then they gotta run back. So that's all I can do. I've got to retreat. There's just no oxygen over here. Just set it up next to those wheezeworts. You mean right over here? See, I thought about that. Just to help get everything cool, even if it's just for the interim. Yeah, goodness, if we took 14 degrees off of this, we'd be in good shape. Let's give it a shot, right? Let's see how this is going to work. This is going to be really interesting. It's going to put a lot of heat, but hopefully this area will keep it cool for a while, maybe? Let's try again. Let's make it out of wolframite, maybe, so it'll be easier to cool. It's going to need its own little area here where we can put... set it up... Oh, in the spring area? What do you... Oh. You're talking back by the... Yeah. Right. I'm understanding now. So if we put this here, then we'll have a perfect spot in the middle for it. Okay. Alright, so then all we need is an abyssalite pipe that will run over to it. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and... No, 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 no. Clone of Malice? Are you trapped? Oh. Oh, no good, no good. This is priority. Let's do the door. Let's do the door. No, 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 no. Not good. Is there no oxygen over here at all? There's a little bit over here if you can... Maybe if you go up there to dig it up, Malice, maybe you can get some of it. Oh, you found some. Hey, there's some more. There's some more over there. Oh, there was oxygen over here a little bit. Oh. Aqua Tuner can be submerged completely to keep it cool. Oh, that's good to know. Darn it. I should have known this door setup was going to cause me issues. Should have known it. Can dig this up, and then I'll just put a little abyssalite tile here. Sorry, Malice's clone. Working hard for you, boss. I know, and I let you down. We'll have to give you another shot. Goodness, what a fiasco. All right. So you're saying put the Aqua Tuner in the water, but then we do have a bunch of water down here. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get our duplicant amount back up to where it was. That's for sure. I guess we could do it here. You're saying in the water, but the water is hot. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it here. Let's see how this goes. So then the water goes in, water comes out, and all of this stuff in the middle is gotten rid of. Now we have the issue of how much of the temperature actually needs to go there. Nobody can reach that, can they? We're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do a little troubleshooting over here. Fix this area up. This just needs a good reset, and we can get this area cleaned up here. It's just a runaway chain reaction. Too much polluted water coming in. So we'll get it to drain out down like this, and then we can seal it up, and then we won't have to worry about it. Well, we do have the Wheezeworts here. Will the Wheezeworts not keep it nice and cool if we put a bunch of them all in a row? This has to be changed to gas perm. Right. So let's see, where's power that we don't need? All of these are being used. 2000, 2000, 1940, 2000. It's going to take another one. And that means it's just that much more cabling. Well, we do have all this power. It's kind of a shame not to use it. Okay, let's get our refined iron out. Haven't managed to cool one without using liquid coolant in some form. Maybe we will have to drip it back onto itself a little bit. Okay, these are going to all have to be changed into bridges. Oh, no, come on. No, I want to deconstruct the wires. Thank you. And let's get a new duplicant. Digging, construction, learning, for construction. Minus strength. Squeamish. Yep. Okay. Clone. No. It's clone of Malice duplicant. Welcome back to the settlement. We'll give you a chance to do your thing. Oh, look at that. That's all straightened out. Great. Now all we need is for this tile to be changed to abyssalite, like that. Food has decayed. We are using up our food. We're not making mush bars anymore. So it's all coming down to these frost buns. Ah, but look at how much this sleet wheat is growing. We fixed these issues. The water is coming in cooler. It's not coming in at all. That's why it's cooling off. Hey, Otaku Samurai, welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. We're struggling. This has been a rough broadcast. My toughest yet by far. As far as, mistakes being made and all that fun stuff. All right, let's deconstruct these like this and get them set up with some conductive wire bridges. Here and oh, they can't do it because of the... You can't have wire bridges over wire bridges. Of course you can't. Well, let's figure out how we're going to fix this then, because this needs to be fixed. You have to cut across. That means that you'll need a bridge. You can bridge out this way and then down here. Like this, which means this bridge doesn't need to be here. This bridge can be deconstructed. And then the next bridge, nope. Stop. I don't want time to pass with my wires all messed up. Then you can go there. The deconstruction can take place here like this. And then that means that this wire will run like that, and you will run like that. Voila! Priority 9, get the power back online. Move the bridges up one. Yeah, I could have. This little mess looks more entertaining, though. Are you excited about the Jobs with Silly Hats update that they have put out? It looks like it will be a pretty solid update with good features. I actually have not looked at it too much, Otaku Samurai. What I've been telling everyone is likely I'm going to give Oxygen Not Included a break for one update. And probably check out another game and just let a little bit more stuff get added to the game, a little bit more polish get put on it. I'm kind of feeling the burn of chasing the updates every single time new stuff comes out, and so I'm wanting to give it a little bit. We'll definitely come back to it. Just because I've got to get my perfect mega base set up at some point. We're gonna have to fight with these wires. Or we could just go like that. Never mind, it works. It's a way to do it, right? Like, it might not have been the prettiest way, but the next game for the stream is actually going to be RimWorld. My reason for choosing that was I was trying to think of a game that enabled me to, name people after people in the stream. That I really like that engagement, and having you guys as characters in the game. I think that's really great. Frostpunk, I've been keeping an eye on. I don't think. Yeah, my objective for this update, yeah, pretty much. I'm just messing around with stuff now, trying new things. Really, once everybody started dying, I pretty much figured that this is just going to be for experimentation now. Which is good, because it lets me do stuff like mess with the Aqua Tuner, which I have not really done. And I should have messed with it by now. Frostpunk, however, I was going to say, I don't think it's come out yet. I could probably look really fast. That's a game I absolutely do want to play, though. Yeah, still to be announced for its release date, so it hasn't come out yet. But that will be something that I am going to do on my channel. I just probably won't stream it. I think I'm really going to try and keep the streams to either like one-off kind of surprise games. Like, I just want to do a single video of a game, and so I'll do a stream. You just end up as test rats. Yeah, a little bit, Blue Rose. A little bit. Don't worry. The permanent base will come few updates from now. Yeah, Frostpunk is not out. So my streams are either going to be like a single stream of a game that, for example, some people have early access. Yeah, you might have had to be a backer or something for that. So one of the things is I wanted to do an update for I wanted to pick back up Dead Cells and talk about the updates in the game, but I don't want to start a whole new series on it. I did like that game though. Oof, this all needs a priority here. This is not going to work here. But like, for example, like I said, I don't want to do a whole series on it. So like, that's a game that not as a series, but as a surprise, I would say I was thinking about streaming kind of just a surprise stream of it the other day to talk about the updates. But for the most part, my stream series are going to be games that I can name the characters after you guys, because that's what makes it fun. I mean, that's what makes games like this particular fun for me. Look at that. We got Frostbuns going. The 3 cooks, the guaranteed survivors. I wonder why the cooks didn't starve during the great food shortage of cycle 357 or whatever it was. I don't know why. I can't imagine why. Maybe because they didn't let the food hit the floor. Haven't seen one named Rorep. I haven't seen Rorep in the chat much. No, if you want, buddy, you can be the next one. But you should be glad that you haven't been in the colony. Because while you've been away, we had some corporate downsizing. No, we had some pretty serious issues with food and keeping it available. This all needs a priority update right here, right now. Well, I starved, so not all the chefs survived. That's true, Dallin9. Okay, talking about RimWorld, will I be adding mods or playing vanilla? First of all, I generally play vanilla games. I don't usually mod games. However, there are some really neat mods for RimWorld. In fact, when I watch it on YouTube, I usually watch some of the various mods. Some of them are really neat. What I will say, though, is that I would likely... How is this not... Oh, irrigation. I would likely, for the very first time I've ever played it, I would likely just play it normal. That being said, I have heard, just like you said, Cloneformer, there are some quality of life mods that a lot of people recommend. I would probably not do that for the very first time, just because it's the very first time. I've watched the game a lot. I've never played it. But I definitely would say that if I do more than one little series of it, I would surely mod the second one because there's a couple mods specifically that I was excited to mess with. Nathan Passmore, go Patriots. Hey, Nathan, welcome to the stream. Go Patriots. Yeah. Look at all that sleet wheat growing. Temperature's great up here. Well, sort of. How are we doing here? Water is getting cooled. The air is getting cooled. The hydrogen is backing up, but it's being used. That's good. This is set to -10. No, the buffering might not be on your end. The buffering could be on my end. I'm trying to look here. I don't know. It says my bitrate is good. I'm not sure what the... Nope, it should be good. We'll see. Maybe it'll straighten out. It could be a hiccup with my internet. My internet provider is sketchy at best, I think is the word I would add. It's really fun. You get quite attached to the little characters. Exactly. That's what I like. I want to get attached to the little characters. They say that part of the fun of RimWorld is starting over. Well, I have never played it. I've watched it a lot. I very much enjoy. It's probably one of my favorite games to actually watch other people play on YouTube. Because it's so random and there's so many, just seeing how everything shakes out and the decisions people make. But I never jumped into it because it seemed so incredibly daunting and intimidating. But I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready because I generally make peace with failure pretty quickly, as I do my best, and which would be plenty of opportunity for modification. Exactly. No, it's my end. It's a low internet at work. Okay. Sorry about that, Blue Rose. It might have been both our ends. It was buffering a bit just now, too. Thought it was me. It's fine now. Yeah, my internet's hiccuping for some reason. It seems to be good now. It looks to be good. All right, new duplicants. All right, row rep, you're going to be another cook. Athletics, learning. Can't build, though. Yeah, you're going to be the germ-resistant, squeamish person. REP, gotta look. You even get psychopath as a trait. Yeah, I've seen some of those videos. They can get pretty, or some people playing those games, that game. It can get pretty dark. It can. It just kind of depends on how everything shakes out. It's less complex. It is in a way, but the menus are a lot more involved. No, but I've watched it enough. I'm sure I would at least do all right. Boom. Thermo nullifier. Boom, boom, boom. Right there, we found it. Okay. Let's go ahead and start getting this area set up. Let's see, dig this out and dig all of this out. This is great. Now what we need to help everyone out is we're going to stuff that area full of oxygen. Just chuck full as much as we can get over there. Didn't really seal that up, did I? Let's go with a gas vent here. Like this. And then from here, we're going to tie these two areas together. Like this. So we're going to dig across here to there. And we're going to start filling this area with oxygen. Okay, it looks like it should be back. I apologize for that. I'm not sure. My internet is starting to get a little squirrely. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it might just be that it's getting later in the afternoon, and so everybody's starting to get off work and school and stuff. It's a little irritating, but there's only one. I only have one choice for internet in this area, so there's really not a lot I can do. This is going to be a problem, though. This is incredibly hot down here. 230, 60 degrees? Holy moly. No, no, no. Deconstruct this thing. This is... Because, look, we're only getting 69 degrees, 50 degrees. Yeah, net neutrality reconfiguration. Right? And it's not like I don't have another option. It's not like I can see... And that's... I don't know if I should get on my net neutrality bandwagon in the middle of a stream. That could be bad. We're just going to bypass this thing. No, no, no. Just disable. Disable, deconstruct. That's an incredible amount of heat. That is out of control. That is out of control heat. I'll be streaming for 1 more hour, Blue Rose. Clone of Malice's duplicate. You can do it. Oh. It'll cool off in here eventually, guys. Yeah, that's just a mess. Well, Uzi Vert, welcome back. Dang, thank you for the donation. Much appreciated. Glad you could make it back. I think we gave you a snazzy suit. Yep, we sure did. Food seems to be doing good. I think our sleet wheat is, starting to recover from its issues. That's because we're not really putting water in here anymore. This area is starting to cool down pretty good, but not great. Yeah, so I don't know what's happened. I keep watching my bitrate. I'm trying not to focus on it because I'm trying to play the game and read chat. But my bitrate keeps, like, dropping. Oh, row rep suffocating. And then it just bounces back. It's going to, like, it's green, it's good, and then it's 0, and it's red, and then it's back. So I don't know really what's causing that. It's fine now. All right, we've almost got the oxygen being pumped up here, but we have a thermo nullifier and a geyser right next to each other, and that's got me pretty excited. Pretty excited. Someone hit a pole. Yeah, there was a car accident. Could be. Could be. That happens. I've got to keep an eye on it now. Got to keep an eye on that little green light. No, it's still green. Okay. So we probably don't even need this whole system here. Let me rethink this, because this system, we have the thermo nullifier. I don't know if I want this whole system in place. We'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. Mostly I want to get to this thermo nullifier, though. Right after we get the oxygen coming through the pipe. And then we should have plenty of food now. Yeah, look at all this sleet wheat not stifled here. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. We're going to get rid of these lamps. Those bristleberries, quite the waste of time and resources. Why are you not going away? Oh, clone of Malice's duplicate. You can make it. There's little tiny bits of air in here. Little tiny wisps of oxygen. Breathe deep. All right, once we get this straightened out, this will fix all of our oxygen problems. Then people can stay and work out here for quite a while, until it's time to go back to eat. Really, they should have a tube to come and go from here quickly. That's what I should do. Should have set up a tube. Clone of clone farmer. Suffocating. Yeah, still waiting on that oxygen. But at least people are out here getting work done. That's good. Just one little spot. Just one. Then you guys won't have to tuck over into this nasty little corner for oxygen anymore. My freshly printed legs can't keep up. They're still maturing. They're a little gelatinous when you first come out. It takes time to get them hardened and build muscles. Oh, that was the gas pipe. No, we need the vent. The vent. Okay. I'll just keep putting these old snazzy suits on somebody. Be like, hey, clone of Blue Rose, here's your snazzy suit. Looks at the name tag and it says Blue Rose on it, but I'm... I'm really not sure what's happening with my internet. It was good for like the first 3 hours, and now it's just going in and out. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. Try to set everything up. No, we need this valve here though, as a priority, is what I was saying, and then this to be roll rep. So you guys need a fire pole to get down there. That's what you need. This deconstructed to that. So then what we can do is YT Terror. Okay. All right. You're all right. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how much of it is actually getting cut out or not. I'm looking at it and it's, you know, it's green. It's there's no in between. It's green, it's good, it's good, it's good, and then it's 0. I have no idea what the rhyme or reason is. In 1 minute it was out, and I was looking at options and things that I could do to try to fix it, and the next minute it's back and at full strength. So it's obviously a problem on my ISP side, I'm guessing, and I don't think there's going to be much I can do about it. Hopefully they get it straightened out. I do greatly apologize, though. I'm sure it's got to be slightly annoying, but I'm sure it's not an uncommon thing to happen. But that stuff always bothers me because I can't seem to control it, even though I really want to. We've got a geyser, we've got a thermo nullifier, we've got some neat things we can do in this area, but honestly, the stream's going to end soon, and this whole colony has turned into a bit of a fiasco, so at this point, I don't know. Look at this! The sleetweed is fixed, though. Sorry, I typed because I don't know if I don't know how much of my audio is going out. It's such a weird situation just because it's bouncing back and forth between 0 and good. Oh, so it's why you're asking. Yeah, that could make sense. Honestly, though, given because I'm sure this isn't that much fun to watch it buffering and stuttering and updating, we're about 30 minutes out from the stream ending. I'm probably just going to end it early. Um, we've got all this stuff we were messing with and working on, but really it's sort of the end of the series. We got to do what we wanted to do. I got to mess with some things. Didn't really ever get the Sleet Wheat stable. But it is fixed. It is fixed. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here before my bitrate drops out again, and I can't even like sign off and say goodbye. Although it seems to be good now, I just don't know for how long. I don't know. Tough call. Tough call. Well, you guys are the ones watching. I don't know. What do you think? Should we stick with it? Try to make the next 30 minutes count, or I don't know. It seems to be fine now. We shall see. I suppose. All this construction to be done. Stick with it. All right, we'll stick with it as long as it's not too tedious. I'm trying to watch how often it's happening now more closely, but it's pulling my attention away from the game. I mean, for me, my gameplay is smooth. I don't know. It's really just going to come down to how much you guys can take. I'm good to stick with it, though. As we get closer and closer to digging out our second entropy nullifier. We've got liquid chlorine here. That's pretty interesting. Probably don't want all this storage at a priority 5. Turn it down a little bit. Change its priority. Clone of Malice's duplicate digging through the ice. That's good. That's good. Here, we'll put a Wheezewort here. Why not? Get this area nice and cold. We're going to get this area super cold is what we're going to do. And we're going to have to take the hydrogen quite a long path to get it up there. It might be easier just to grab some of the power off this area, take this water and hook up some electrolyzers right here. Okay, well, it looks like it's going now. So we'll stick with it. Hey, new duplicant! All right. 5 strength, that's what I'm talking about. How are Rose's Melody? Welcome to the colony. We're slowly getting back to colony status. Although at this point, everybody's base assignments are all off. We're just trying to get our population back up. You just grab a table and a bed wherever you feel like working at this point. All right, we're going to need power here. Let's see. If I can get this conductive wire. We should have quite a bit of it still. And we'll need a bridge like this. We can run through here. We can bridge over... No, that's not a good call. If we're going to have to bridge anyways, we might as well just bridge here. Right? Like this, and then up and over and up again. Right, and this is where we're going to make this an abyssalite tile here, and then a ladder the rest of the way. Like that, there you go. That'll get us power up here. So then that'll enable us to power our pump. And our electrolyzers. I'm thinking... Gee, I don't know. At least 2 to start, right? 2. There we go. We're just going to super cool this room. Like an incredible amount. We're going to super cool it. I think we can afford to put Abysslight across like this. No. We don't need that. That's not important. There we go. All right. It seems like everything's working good now. Everything appears to be fine. Food is still doing well. Here, let's not pause it. Let's go down here and check out our sleet wheat. It is warming up a little bit in here. And that's because we are dripping the really hot water back in here again. It's somewhat cool. Here, let's cut this off. Let's cut it off for now. Not necessary. And the hydrogen is about to run out, which means this will have to be toggled again. Right? Because it's... yeah. Let's go into the generator. We don't want that. Turn that off. Back again, Nader. Welcome back. We found an anti-entropy device up here, and there's a geyser here too, so I'm trying to set up a system that uses both to super cool this area. It's going to take some time. We need a lot of hands up here doing work. It would be nice to have a fast method of travel. We have the tube here, and we can start working on a plastic ladder up. That'll also help with the speed. Okay, looks like the bitrate has returned magically just as it left. So look at these plastic ladders in this fire pole. Okay, well, hopefully you guys are seeing something. Let me pull up my feed status. Oh, it says it's good now. Oh, okay. I'll believe it if it says it. All right, we got the plastic ladder up, so at least people can travel here quickly. They've still got to trek through this mess to get over there. Should be easier just to cut through here, though. We're getting it done. It's going to take a little bit of time. There's just so much to dig out, you know. Here, let's get these. We'll head over there closer to that. That wire is a priority, which... did we run out of refined iron? We absolutely did run out of refined iron. Okay. We're going to change that. Let's continuously make some more. We don't really have a lot of any raw metal. Oh, no, we do have a lot of iron. Okay, so we did get some iron. And we can get some more. Easily enough. The iron's not too difficult to get. Look, there's a good bit there. We can go ahead and secure that. Like this. There we go. Some iron here. Let's go ahead and get that as well. Okay. Well, hopefully I haven't lost all of you, and you guys are still here. We're about 20 minutes from ending the stream, so hopefully it'll stay good from now till the end. One can hope. Plastic ladder, working on the fire pole. That does need to be connected here, though. There we go. Okay. And the ladder, they're not going to be able to reach that, but they should be able to jump out here and get these. So what we can do is we can make sure that on these little ledges here, people can reach what they're trying to reach. Yeah, about like that, sure. All right, new duplicates are available. Let's keep... Ooh, 8 learning. 8 athletics. Well, let's go with 8 learning. Goodness, I've used so many names. My page is a mess. I don't know. Do clone of GG. At this point, I'm just grabbing names of people that died. But if you would like to be the next duplicant before the stream ends, just throw it out there in chat, and I'll make sure that I write your name down and get you in next. We're going to at least get a few more. As long as the food holds, we're going to try to keep getting more and more duplicants. It's going to take forever to dig all this out. Especially without that being a higher priority. And this needs to be a higher priority. And all of this. All of it does. It all needs to be a high priority. All right. Oops. So this tube ended up being pretty handy for people to come up here quickly to be able to build in this area. So I'm kind of glad I did that. It would have been nicer if I'd had the tube, say, here. So I kind of understand the benefit of the tubes now. The map is really big to have people traveling a long way. And this gets everybody up here quickly. So I mean, I can see the benefit of the tubes. I don't think it's a complete waste of an upgrade. Well, hopefully you guys are still with me. I can see the chat's quiet. I don't know if I got disconnected from the chat. My internet seems to be doing okay. Everybody's building and working. Digging all this out. I don't know if we're going to get it done before the end of the stream, though. It would be nice. We've got 19 duplicates. We should be able to get it done. Woo! Fire pole down. Not there, though, huh? Clone of GG. Yeah, that's GG. He's got to take the ladder the long way down. Right on, Clone Farmer. I'm glad that everybody's still around. The water's getting nice and cold. This thing is getting really cold. So eventually this should reach -10, and then it should kick off. Let's do -5. Let's just try to get it to -5. So I have 2,000 watts to play with on this conductive wire here. Why is nobody refining any of the iron? These are the things I must note. Because of a low priority. A low priority. We'll get it at a priority 7. These are still wrecked for body temperature here. The Wheezeworts just can't do enough. There's not enough carbon dioxide in here. It's all good. At least we're just storing all the... Good evening, Broicius. Not sure if you're hearing me or not. My internet is really starting to fight with us this last 45 minutes of the stream. I'm sad to say though that that your duplicant isn't around anymore because of there was a great culling. There was a significant loss of food in the colony. It was kind of a big deal. Hey, well, I'm glad that it's trying to come back. I'm pretty upset about the stream getting messed up like this. So, hey, Sylvia Fox, you're probably gonna have a lot to say about this episode. This one's been, mm, this one's been a process. It's been a process. At this point, I'm just having fun though. This could very well be the end of the stream. I'm not sure when the next update's gonna come out, but I'm leaning towards this kind of being the finale, and so I'm just messing around. We had, well, pretty much the colony almost wiped out. It got close. Here I'll just scroll over here for a minute, so everybody can. Yeah, the starvation. There was quite a bit to it. There was quite a bit to it. It got harder to stop once it started than I thought it would. But we did stop it. Stop it, we did. And good thing we can just print more people, right? No, I was explaining to everybody. This is the first world I've really had like a mass death like that. So I mean, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Yeah, I kind of had to build a graveyard. The bodies were really piling up. I mean, really piling up. The good news is we don't need to make snazzy suits for a long time. No, we did not lose everybody. The cooks lived. The cooks were eating the food the minute it hit the floor. They lived. Not all of them. Just most of them. And a few others lived. We were producing. All right, so as soon as my... Okay, it looks like the stream is doing what it's supposed to be doing, so I can talk with everybody again. So to comment on my next stream, Blue Rose, I'm going to be doing the stream next week. Next week, I think what we'll do is we'll plan for... let me see, a plan for Wednesday. And I think what we'll do is we'll split the difference this time. So instead of doing a super early stream, we'll do an in between the two. So I'll plan on doing a stream from 4 to 8 next time. Food storage in pickle form, yeah, that's probably really good advice. Backup food for emergencies. No, the problem comes from temperature management. See, as your temperature runs away from you, that's what causes your food to strength, but slow learner. Digging. I think we'll go this way. Sylvia Fox, you can come into the colony now that all the starving is done. But yes, it's all about temperature management. See, when I switched over to sleet wheat, everything was fine. But the minute this room got too hot, everything got too hot all at once. And then all of a sudden, the food, when you have a big population, your food demand can is big. So even if you have a large stockpile, it'll swing very quickly in the other direction as soon as you're not producing anymore. And that's really just what I ran into. I would recommend not destroying your meal ice center like I did. Maybe keeping your meal ice around as a backup. But pickled foods are a really good option as well. Right on, Blue Rose. Thanks, turn it off. And drip the hot water down. That's what we need. Just open the hot water in. We'll get the cold off. Stop running into that. So it was... You're probably not catching my voice at all. To having the little trays, right? Well, because I'm not trying to use the drip exploit. So the reason I catch water like this is because as the water fills in, I'm sorry, no, I was a little focused. I had somebody spamming chat with some really obnoxious stuff. I had to figure out how to block them and report them. Luckily, I have on my thing to catch certain keywords so that yeah. Anyways, no, so to get back to the stream, the trays, they catch the water, and it enables that the water will collect in certain areas. So what you'll see is like it'll be really hot up here, and it'll be kind of warm here, and then a little cooler and a little cooler. And so the trays kind of give you an idea of the reason I use them is it gives you an idea of how the water is trending. If it's cold up here, then you're probably too cold and it's going to be frozen by the time it's here. And if it's hot, if it's really hot all the way down to here, then you're heating the water up too much. So I use it more as just a visual thing to look at. But we don't know if we'll need this because we found the second nullifier, and that was the big thing I wanted. And it just happens to be here next to the geyser. So my plan was to pump this water into these electrolyzers, get this anti-entropy thermonullifier going, and just make this whole area a supercooled oxygen zone, and then pump the supercooled oxygen where we need it. No, it's not the same. It's not the same as Sky Storms. It's different. I did one like this. I actually did one like because his is a little different. His is a little different. I did try to copy his at one time, and then I realized that it doesn't work without trying to go for the exploit. And I wanted to build one that didn't really rely on an exploit. It doesn't super cool everything. But it still gets it pretty cool. Let's just dig all of this up. It's a little different though. Like a visual thermometer, right? Exactly. I actually did this, I think, in the thermal upgrade season, or maybe yeah, I feel like that's the one it was. It might have been the agricultural update, but I'm not 100%. But I built this once before, and it takes a lot of Wheezeworts though. Because you're not exploiting the drips, you actually need a lot of temperature reduction. But I don't think we'll need the Wheezeworts because we have this guy. So that's going to change how I do this room a little bit. I had originally planned this out, and I left it because I didn't want to do all this work again, but it's a priority 1. So nobody's going to be working on this while we get this thing going. That's kind of my priority right now, where I'm at. How is this unreachable? Well, it can't just hop over there? Hold on. Not sure what's going on here. but it should absolutely be reachable. All right, let's get our conductive wire. We do have some iron now, so we can do a little bit with this. There we go, just like that. I'm sure I've seen it before, I just didn't know about the game when I was watching your earlier seasons. Yeah. Well, because this has to be controlled with a specific rate of water into it, if you're trying to cool water off. It can only handle, if I remember, this setup can only handle about 6 kilograms a second. And beyond that, it messes up. Right, this is really just about getting the air in here super cold and then letting each pile cool off on its own. Now, another reason I do these little catch trays is if they start to freeze. So if they start to freeze, they're going to freeze down here first, and this one will freeze up, right? And that's kind of your sign that you're trending colder and you're not putting the right amount of water into the system. You can build it under a geyser. Oh, yeah, no, I guess I could have built it here. Well, no, because I have this. That's why I didn't build it here. I've got these ruins and all this here, so I can't... I'd have to build... I might have been able to get, like, a condensed version over here. Maybe. Maybe. Who is suffocating Rorep? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ugh. Oh my goodness. I fear for you because I'm afraid that this is it for you. Why would those get dug out if nobody was ready to build them? Why? We're not going to get through the Abyssalite in time. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's going to be any hope for you. What we could do is... we could toggle red alert. Better than sleeping, right? No. Build down here. That's not going to help you, I'm afraid. Not going to help you, I'm afraid. Could have got down. If it could have got down, but it would have had to dig through the Abyssalite. He would have got here. There's some oxygen, but I don't know why they would tear up the ground unless they were ready to start constructing it, like, right away. It's even a priority 9. Oh well, that's another one for the graveyard. I'm not even, when nobody has died, you kind of have this perfect game mentality of like, I'm gonna micromanage everything and not lose. When this many people have died, I'm just like, throw them in the pile. Just throw the dupe in the pile. We'll turn another one. What's the maximum size of a graveyard to get the scary place to walk through at night bonus? What? I don't even know what that is. Is that a thing? What? Scary place to walk through at night bonus? No, that's a thing. I don't know. I don't normally lose duplicates. I'm kind of in uncharted territory. I told myself I wanted to push myself into doing stuff that I wasn't 100% on in the stream, and this is what we got, so. Cooking, digging, tinkering. Tinkering, cooking. They killed him when he duplicate Magnum PI. Clone of Broicius. Oh, it's a room bonus. Is it? Where would I look at the information for the room? Because this is a room, but it says, I guess it's not big enough. Early bird. Oh, did I hire the wrong one? Yeah, early bird. I wanted the cooking though. I need more cooks. I'm still gun shy and scared, so we're gonna do more cooks. These got spaced all wrong. I spaced these all wrong. I'm I am getting a little squirrely with this one. I am. Oh, it should be a room bonus. Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It could be. It should be. It should be. It makes sense. It does really pull the decor down though. It's like, all right, that's. I think I'm going to wrap up the stream now. It is after 6. I've streamed for 4 hours, and my bitrate connection is good, so I'm going to go ahead and go out while I have internet, and I'm not getting disconnected from the chat and everything. So this has been the 7th broadcast of the 7th season of Oxygen Not Included. I don't know if okay, so the next stream will be Wednesday next week from 4 to 8. I'm going to try to get the event up sooner so everybody can see the time a little sooner. I don't know if it's going to be another episode of Oxygen Not Included, or gets up early bird so he doesn't have to work at night. Oh yeah. See, there you go. I don't know if it's going to be of Oxygen Not Included or when that update is going to drop. So I guess I'll just leave that to be a surprise. I don't know. It'll either be Oxygen Not Included or it'll be RimWorld. But if there is another episode to be gained out of this, the fact that I've discovered this little area here, I would like to mess with it. But it's all going to depend when the update drops, because when the update drops, it's done. Absolutely, Broyces, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry again over all of the carnage. Oh, that hurts me. That hurts me bad. But it is the way it goes. And see, look at this. Oh man, we're not far off from more starvation because we're not irrigating. Because why? So we disabled this building. Oh, because the pipe was burst. That's right. The pipe was burst. Don't deconstruct. Just turn the building back on. Good night. Anyways, holy moly, that's where we're going to save it. Again, thank you so much to everyone who made it to the stream. And hopefully I'll see you next week. It'll either be this game or it will be RimWorld. But either way, there will be people to name after you guys, and more stories to write, adventures to be had. Every epic adventure has carnage. That's true, bro. It's just if everything goes smooth and you don't have starvation looming over total colony collapse, then, are you really pushing your boundaries of what's easily accomplished and what's challenging? I don't know. That being said, though, I'm going to go ahead and retire for the day and make sure my videos for tomorrow are all set up and ready to go. So until next time, take care.